I know that's right.
Lap.
That's right. We with you, babe.
Right here now, and got the roads blocked off. So I'm gonna go head home and charge up a little bit, and then I'll head down to the police station and see what's going on down there.
Brofist, what's up, everybody?
Let everybody
Thank you so
know
much
what's
for
going
being
on
with us. Are we
downtown
buffering?
Lancaster. So
That.
give me about 15 minutes, some 15-20 minutes.
Sorry guys, I'm
I'll be back on live.
Hopefully we don't lose the stream.
Let you know what's going on downtown.
Okay. Hopefully it fixes it. Boom.
All right,
What's up,
I'm
everybody?
out.
I think we should be back.
Thanks, everybody.
We are in Lancaster, Pennsylvania.
Would I
This
leave
is
the
this
spot where
mob
we
versus
strengthen in
mob
numbers?
because they've created
Gotta be
two
the dumbest
sides.
to go
They've
to a
forced
police station
people
right
to
now.
politicize.
So this shit's stupid, and
they
then we
force
can go down
people
there and
into
burn
two
that
corners. You have to pick. You
Nah,
have
it
to
wasn't
choose.
The police did kill a
What is up,
13-year-old boy with autism
Anastasia,
in Utah. Yeah, this dude
Brofist?
was
What is
28.
up, everybody?
What's
Tyler,
up, Charlotte?
Loco, Seth, and Banana.
What's up, B
And they keep
Savage?
calling me,
Be
y'all.
savage.
How's my audio?
I hope that the buffering has stopped. We are in Gainesville, Texas. I have to share this link with all my friends. I share the link, so I'm going to drop this. I'll be right with you guys. I got so much stuff to do.
Wow.
There's always so much stuff to do when you open up the show. Seriously.
Sunday fun day. Oh, this. Okay.
Oh, yeah.
Tiff sounds good, but Landon is quiet. Thank you, Anastasia.
Oh, that's just awesome. How do I sound now? Some mic booms would be amazing.
I know.
If
I
I
know.
could boom my mic out.
Oops, sorry.
Yeah, she's a little bit confused.
That's what I'm saying. She's
okay.
so old and she...
So that stream ended, and now I have to go to the new stream.
She's a little bit confused.
There we go. All right.
Hope sounds right.
I'll be right with everybody. Please forgive.
What's up, Hand Banana? Stream down. I know, Charlotte. Sorry about that.
I hope everybody's here with us. We're in Gainesville, Texas.
Slow down!
Doing the best I can, guys. I apologize.
Oh, hold on. There's a live video interrupt.
For those of you who did not hear, this is the
Oh, no. It was just that one. That was the first one. No, we're still live. Everything's good.
the former slaveholders live. This is where their descendants move. It's not cheap living on this street. It's not cheap.
Them little babies.
No
Okay.
peace. Enough is enough. We won't go back. Enough is enough. We won't go back. No peace. No peace. No peace.
Look at the way I look today. It's a little different than I normally do,
Yeah, Ricky, that is a good point.
Slowly stalking there.
We are on Hurricane Sally watch. Well, Tropical Storm Sally watch. This is the one that I want to find out. So are they specifically, they're just in Trump residential areas? Somebody was like, hey, I found a cluster of them. Let's go here. Or was there someone in the neighborhood? Because if so, I mean, that's terrible. So
I think this is just a well-known, like, right-wing neighborhood or Republican.
people that put flags out in the yard.
Yeah, people that will fly Trump flags. Or it very well could be the neighborhood of a elected official of some kind. Because they also like to go into elected official neighborhoods.
Sleeping says, well, fire soon to follow in Pennsylvania. Pennsylvania burns. There are fires already since 3 days ago before this. Like, you mean during protests and riots? Sleeping, I'm sorry. After Action Channel. What's up, Mike? Landon, you guys going to live later on? My daughter is having a mini birthday party for the next few hours. Yes, sir, Mike, we will be here.
Mike, my daughter just had a birthday party the last couple days.
Last night, yep.
Last night.
Happy birthday to her.
Sorry about this. Gainesville does seem to be having issues. This is Lancaster, Pennsylvania. I'm going to be with you guys momentarily. Check the viewer art on Discord. I left you a present from my stream today. Oh, man, I'm sorry I missed it. I don't know how you're operating with such little sleep. I need to check my Discord. I need to check my Discord. Oh my gosh. Why is this?
For the parents to correct him. Obviously, I think the mom or somebody, they said, probably called the law on him.
We will revisit.
But it just doesn't justify a
Gainesville,
killing.
but we're gonna have to come back to it for now.
I'm
We're
from
in
the hood and I ain't got no
Lancaster,
training.
PA,
And you got a knife,
Pennsylvania.
and I got a gun.
Bear with
I'll
me,
probably pop
everybody.
you in the leg first. And I keep getting these calls, man, so if it's going in and out, hold on. Hold on.
Almost done. Kind of.
I know, Kevin. I used to, one time when I was a kid, I walked through a yard, and that was on the Air Force Base, so I kind of thought it was like all public property. Man, it was not okay. It was not okay.
Did you get attacked?
Well, one time I did get attacked by a German Shepherd, and then the time that stuck with me was when it was one of my dad's friends, and we were over at their house, and he came out and was like, "Don't step in my yard." I was like, "Oh, I'm sorry." And I was the type of, like, all you had to do was raise your voice at me, and I was, learned my lesson. So I felt horrible, and I just don't like walking on people's yards now.
This is tricky. It's kind of tricky, because what is that shit? I know it ain't recording that night. So what that got? Like pepper spray on it or something? Take shots. Or take shots like that?
I'm guessing it can't record, like, not for that long.
Yeah.
I mean, like, I don't give a fuck how much I take. It's not gonna record for that long. So it might just take shots.
Yeah.
Or wait every whatever. And then it's probably setting straight back.
Yeah, IP, that's a good point.
Put it on your camera.
What happened in Lancaster? That is a great question, Jason. Let me give me just a second. If somebody knows, awesome. If not, I'll do some looking.
I'm gonna work on some more Texas links since there seems to be a little bit more going on in Texas. Is my mic still low, or was it just because I wasn't eating my mic? You have to eat my mic. Top of it.
Happy to see you, IP. IP says, we go merch. Just wait and see. Oh, wait and see. Sorry, I thought it was a play on apps.
All right, I got some more.
Thank you, Debbie. Lancaster, 26-year-old, was shot after stabbing his mom and lunging at the cops. Okay, yes, I did hear about that. I just didn't
They were mad
remember.
because he was autistic, and they didn't cover up his body, right?
For 2 hours.
For 2
yeah.
hours. That's what they're mad about. Not that he stabbed his mom or
Political beliefs.
In New Orleans, we had 2 bodies that were in.
just two.
No, it was 2 in the Hard Rock Cafe.
Oh,
2 men that were stuck in there, and they weren't able to retrieve their bodies until just a couple
Katrina,
weeks
there were
ago,
bodies
and that
all
was
over the streets.
That was almost a year that those bodies were left out in view of the public. One of them.
I don't think she gave it to the law, but she was giving it to the news.
There were bodies laying
so they
in
can
the
see
street.
firsthand how it happened or something.
Katrina.
But there definitely was
Well,
a
that's
video.
that's a shame. I'm sorry I killed him. Sorry for the whole thing, though. You know.
Kind of where I want to focus. If you guys don't mind, let's focus on Gainesville.
Hunter, what's up, Brofist? Landon.
Brofist, guys. Brofist. I'm here with you, hanging out, trying to get links, looking for the best views. I think we should all support Law and Order.
Yeah.
Oh, my fault. My man hit me inside the mic, bro. Damn, good looking, Chacho. The fucking mic, man. I keep covering the fucking mic. My fault. I got the S20, but when you hold it from the bottom, it covers the mic. I gotta hold it different.
But I will
way.
say this group seems relatively peaceful. People are so sick of hearing the word peaceful by now. But what I'm saying is they have passed a few people who
You know,
had.
actually, my perspective, one of the streamers is relatively passive-aggressive. I mean, very aggressive towards the people.
Oh
that
yeah,
live in the
okay, I
neighborhood.
hear her, but
Henry George 377, he says, what's going on in Texas? Well, we've got armed protesters marching in a street, marching in a residential area that has
If you could see
Trump
this right
flags
now,
hanging
Karina,
from
can you please
houses.
stop
It did
calling?
earlier. I mean,
Yeah, your mic was low as fuck. My fault.
so,
Everybody
but
think
what I'm
Chacho
saying
right
is
now,
they've
man.
passed a couple of
Y'all gotta
houses
all
with
take
Trump
my man
signs out, and the
Chacho
people
tours,
were
go add 'em
out,
on the book, you know what
and
I'm saying?
there weren't, you
Another
know,
grill,
they
you
didn't
heard?
stay there and harass those
And my
people
man
for long
dropped the
periods of
line.
time. They may
well,
have, you know,
because they have an active security that, like, whoever's running security for the protesters pretty much kettled them forward. to
Oh,
keep them
okay.
going.
Somebody said she need to stop calling and go out there
That
with
was
you.
nice.
I need a girl that's gonna ride with me, right? Where's she at, yo?
yeah, Scarlett, that is not good. And I saw a sign that said it too,
I
like
ain't
we're
gonna lie,
coming
once you
for
got
rural
5%,
America
she been
next,
busting
but
for a long
I figured it
time.
was just
Sign
photoshopped,
yourself
you know,
down,
which
They can try, but,
I
you
might have to
know,
charge this joint in the whip for like
it was
10
told
minutes,
to
you
me
know,
by Pastor
because I'll be on that speedy charge, you know what I'm saying? S20 speedy
he,
charge G.
he said that, you know,
And then
martial
I'm
law
gonna,
can't be blanketed. You can't
get back
spread martial law like jelly across toast.
right.
That's just not how it works. It can follow specific agents and individuals from whoever may put that in place. But, you know, where it's not, it's not. So they can say, hey, we're coming to the rural areas next, but they can really only pop up here a little bit, there, or they can do a big mass move. But that's like a military movement. They won't be able to
Right.
sustain that for long, especially if we know they're coming. They'll meet resistance, and our resistance is much, you know,
Check him out.
Jonathan says they came to my small town, stayed for about 45 minutes.
I think if they did the whole rural thing, that, you know, it wouldn't last.
You know, I do music and all that. Y'all can add me, check my shit out, you know what I'm saying? Did a, you know what I mean, video for my man was the last one I did, but I did a year in jail. I just came home, so you know. That's all I'm trying to do.
Yeah,
Look, if
that's
someone
true,
walks up to
Timothy.
your car window with a knife, it only takes quick stabs, okay? He's not walking up to your car. Someone's calling me. Let me make this clear. He's not walking up to your car with a knife.
So you see
with
the
your
rural
car
area.
are pulling up to where he's at. So you're already looking for him. Why the fuck ain't you just lock your door and put the window up, bro? Come on, it makes no sense to me right now. Come on, guy. Come on. And you have training. You have training. I don't got no training and came up with that in 5 seconds. Come on, man. Don't you got training? I would pull my fucking window up. If someone was trying
I
to
don't
stab me
know.
coming at my
It-
window,
my mic very
first
well may
reaction would
be
be
cutting
pull
out,
my
but,
window up and lock my doors.
It's
Especially
also
if I
like you
went
have
there
to
knowing
look
about
dead
it.
at it and like get your mouth right up on it, and I have it
They
turned
called the
all the way
cop,
up.
so
So it's
he went there knowing
you know,
about it. Eli Pena was good.
Do you want
He
this
saw the
one if
hottest
this one's
niggas in
working
the
better?
area. Make sure I
no,
had 'em.
I just have to remember to get right on this one if I'm going to speak
Pena,
because
Pena
it's
is
just the kind of
P-I-N-A,
mic that you gotta
Pena.
get it right
It
up
looks
on.
like Eli Pena.
I can turn it up.
We got the hottest sneakers in Reading, PA, man. Y'all
All
get
right, boom.
Yeah,
Might be a
as
little
long as
bit,
you're right up
That's
on it, it's
serious.
good.
might be a little bit more sensitive now, but hey.
Planet Earth, thank you. Yeah, we're seeing that. We're having some issues tonight. Bear with us. Sorry about that.
What? We having some issues?
Well, just the buffering and the.
Well, guys, we do have a category who gives a crap heading our way.
Oh
and,
yeah, we are.
You know,
like,
I
approaching.
I can't say I'll have the best internet strength tonight. I do the best I can most nights, and you know that's still not saying very much. So what is are we getting a lot of complaints of?
No, not complaints. Just people letting us know that hey, it's acting different than it normally does.
Oh crap. Crap.
South Carolina, Lord have mercy. I smashed the like button. Now you beautiful people, do it. Oh, Janet, you were awesome. Thank
rock.
you so much. So yeah, it's Hurricane Sally coming on in.
Hey brother. Hey Tom. See you out there, man. Sorry about the reception or any interruptions or issues that we're having, guys. Try to refresh your streams as well. See if that might help.
Hurricane Sally is supposed to be coming in tomorrow night, Tuesday morning-ish. So we will be live, provided we have power/internet. So Ian, awesome. Thank you. Glad to hear it.
So going on, it should be really hitting us in around Tuesday night, Wednesday morning. I really don't know. I don't know. We'll see. We'll just have to deal with it as it comes, you know. It doesn't look that bad. I'm so used to seeing these come at me for so many years in a row, and they just eventually become desensitized. It's that big one out there in the Atlantic.
Yeah, that one's looping around, though. Man, it's like a perfect number 6, huh?
Passing on that hatred to children, that's a shame.
It's going to be a long night, ladies and gentlemen. Wow, just wow. Night Ride Share, thank you so much for that super chat. Thank you.
Night Ride Share, man. Hey, it's going to be a long night, ladies and gentlemen. Wow, just wow. Hey, broke this, brother. Thank you so much for that.
Your profile pic is pretty cool.
Yeah, that's the tracer lights on Kit.
Kit, yeah, that's pretty cool. I like that. I've never seen, what is that, Knight Rider? Is that the name of the show?
Rider, yeah.
I've never seen it, but I have a feeling I would have loved it.
Oh, yeah, the Hasselhoff, the Hoff. Yeah. Yeah, man. A lot of little boys wanted to be the Hoff. Anybody else miss that 80s chest hair?
What's up, Meg?
So we have folks.
Oh, Ricky, well, I'm sorry to... And, you know, our sleep schedule changes so often anyway. Landon's kind of in the middle of rotating again now. Here in the next coming weeks, he's probably going to be more daytime. Well, really, Thursday is supposed to start the siege, and it just so happens to be Landon's birthday on Thursday. And so I think... I don't know if that White House siege is supposed to be during the day or what, but we will be... casting that, right? Are you going to go live on your birthday, or are you going to take it off? Okay. Yeah, we're going to be streaming that.
We'll have a birthday stream. Gray Matter says Landon sleeps. Not much. Hey, can you...
So we'll be on the agenda the 28th, September 28th, Monday. We'll be at the Cook County Court Commissioners. They should be putting us on the agenda to use the lawn.
Adrian, thank you so much for that super chat, my man. Brofist, holy crap. Thank you so much, man. As we sit and watch Gainesville, Texas, that's where we're at right now. Armed protesters marching in residential areas. No big deal. No one really gives a crap. No problem there. Right? Type of 1. No. Who supports protesting in residential areas? 1 for yes, 2 for no. 1 for you support protesting.
The same week that apparently a rumor was going around saying that we were going to burn down the courthouse, he refused to put out a statement saying
The
it
Hoff
was
is
false.
rad, LOL.
He knows it's false, and here's the proof. That same We marched. And they tried to arrest us. They arrested us later for obstruction of a roadway. Now, Chief Phillips' excuse for waiting 3 days before that warrant came out was he did not have
Excellent
enough
suggestion,
officers
Tom.
to arrest us at the moment. Now, that's
Excellent
very
suggestion.
questionable.
Tom, I got your
If the
message,
burn
bro.
down the courthouse, why didn't you have enough officers? So we'll be asking for the removal of Kevin Phillips, the racist police chief here.
And to the viewer art. We have to go to the viewer art section. Over on the Discord. Oh my goodness gracious.
So as we're walking through here, that's why we stay on the sidewalk, because they're denying our permit request. They're denying it because they're not happy that we're not walking
Courage.
through the historical district.
He's
They're not
giving
happy
a
that
bro
we're walking
fist.
in the white neighborhood.
Yeah, dude, I totally dig that. Dude, Courage giving the bro
No
fist.
problem at all. They escorted us.
I
Everything was
love it.
good.
I love it. I love it so much. Oh my gosh. That should be a tattoo entry, please. Go put that in tattoo entry. That should be a part of the tattoo challenge. I love that. Hey y'all, did you see what I put in Discord? Burning police cars in Pennsylvania. No, I did not see that. Let's look at that. Where did you put that? Janet. Where did Janet put that? Also, we need an update on the two officers. We need an update on the two officers who were shot yesterday in New York. Janet, I'm looking for Janet. She dropped something over here in the Discord of them burning cars. Oh, I think I got it. I think I got it.
We're not asking to tear it down. We're asking to move it to a museum or anywhere besides the courthouse. We're doing this peacefully. That's all we do. We want no justice. No peace. No justice. No peace. That's all we want. And I want you guys, we all need to respect, walk together, do what they ask us to do.
Sorry, I wasn't able to catch most of this.
I usually don't talk, but I just want to say one thing. As a community, as being raised in Gainesville, we have always been quiet.
I need to check my audio levels. If y'all have been sitting with no audio, I'm going to freak out.
Stood up, because that's what made me want to come out here. We've been silent for too long. Yes, ma'am. Too long. And it's time for us to be a part of the community. Not let the community be a part of us. No, because they don't care about us. Listen, they don't care. They're not, they mad now because we walk through their neighborhood. Because we walk through, but when we walk through the black neighborhood, they didn't care. They did not care. They wanted to escort us. So I am proud of Pro Gainesville. I'm glad that I'm able to stand with them. And I want us to march. And we're going to keep marching until that statue comes down. Black people, white people. I said to the people. That means all of us. So, on that note, let's have a good morning.
Have you heard of Steve Inman? He does funny videos on Twitter. Man, no, I'm sorry, I haven't. I am not a Twitter knight. I don't have Twitter. I haven't downloaded Twitter. I know it's a great way to keep up with news and current events and stuff, but nothing has been able to get me to download Twitter, learn it, understand how to use it and all that. I've always been a Facebook, YouTube, Instagram. Now I'm a Discord guy, you know. Sometimes I think these apps are regional. So, like, they're only popular in some regions. Like, they're only beneficial if your friends and family kind of, you know, because I really don't care about what celebrities are saying or what, you know, I've never cared what they're doing, you know, when it comes to all the people on Twitter.
So, for those of you asking, the two officers are, according to, I've got an article pulled up here from CNN. The two officers are both living. They were ambushed and are out of surgery. Let's see
They don't seem
here.
to understand that this is a public place.
Shooting happened at 7
First
p.m.
Amendment right is protected.
Did y'all see where that group went up to the hospital, though, to celebrate these officers getting shot? What insult to injury, literally. That,
Literally?
Surrounded by police
like,
all the
I'm
time,
not
dude.
even, that's just how I say literally, but,
No mustard,
like, that's really,
no cheese.
that's really messed up. The $100,000 reward for information. Suspect remains at large. Agreed, Felix. That was disgusting. Yep, cinnamon. That was just, it was wrong. And having said that, like I said in my post, I realized that obviously the whole point of it was to provoke, and, incite to make people upset. But ooh, that it worked. Can you imagine what would happen to somebody if they hurt anyone of color, anyone from the left group whatsoever, and then went and celebrated it? Oh my gosh. Like, that would be wrong. It sounded so idiotic just then.
We're rolling out.
Rules for thee, not for me. And that's, the left has, hey, it's always been kind of hypocritical.
Catch back up with the
Right, they
march
beat
here.
a raccoon and strangled a puppy too. So where's PETA at? And where's Me Too? Me Too doesn't, like, oh man, I shared this post, this one woman post, where she was like, you failed. Me Too movement failed. Big fat F. Oh yeah, Felix, that's terrible that 9/11 is just another day. I didn't hear about that. Judy, yep, I hope you're wrong, but
They need to stop.
really, Cinnamon. I don't know, Shadow Wolf. I don't know. I hadn't heard that, but
Please just bear with us. We will be with you guys momentarily, guys.
Their homes are on public streets. Don't forget that.
Black lives matter. Black lives matter.
Keep it tight, everybody. West side, are you on my people?
I like your new Bear With Me gift.
West side, are you on my people? West side, are you on? West side, are you on my people? West side, are you on? West side, are you on my people? West side, are you on? West side, are you on my people? West side, are you on? West side, are you on my people? West side, are you on?
On Discord here in Wild West, that's appropriate.
My people, what side are you on?
the Wild West before. Okay, so I was gonna look up some more, see what else is going on. Oh, I don't understand. Okay, there you go. There you go. Oh, Janet, you were so sweet. Just
If you can clap along. I love being black.
Oh yeah, Shadow. That was Cannon Hinnick. Yeah, he unfortunately, his neighbor came up and shot him in the head. But the neighbor was apprehended within like 24 hours, and it's terrible. It's so sad. That poor little boy and his family, right in front of his sisters. Very sad. What city is this? This is Gainesville. Gainesville. This is not a good look for the history books. And its eyes are on you. Hey, that's at least a good sign, you know?
What does that spell? What does that spell? What does that spell? Don't shoot! 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 Black Lives Matter!
Louisville's anxiously awaiting the Breonna Taylor decision.
Black Lives Matter! Black Lives Matter! No peace!
Did you guys hear where the Georgia Sheriff's deputy was fired?
No peace!
Yeah.
No racist USA! No UDC, no KKK, no racist USA! No KKK, no racist USA! UDC, no KKK, no racist USA! No UDC, no KKK, no racist USA! Brick by brick, wall by wall.
Right, and so I'm reading this article about, you know, Louisville waiting for Breonna Taylor decision. And, you know, Sam Aguiar, Louisville attorney representing Palmer says, and this, I only repeat this because it's absolutely true, no matter what the announcement is, it's not going to satisfy everyone. So what is that going to look like? You know, what are we going to see? Because obviously, you know, squeaky wheel gets the oil, or, you know, gets the attention. One side will riot if they don't like your decision, you know.
No KKK, no racist USA. No Trump, no KKK, no racist USA. Justice now. Gainesville. Justice.
Yeah, they said if Cameron's office doesn't come out with strong charges against the officers, there's going to be some justifiable tension across the community. Keep an eye out for that.
Black Lives Matter.
Thank y'all so much for the support.
Fight back. Fight back.
Pro Gainesville, appreciate you.
So, 2 sheriff's deputies in Clayton County, Georgia, have been fired after being caught on video repeatedly striking a man. The footage, which first surfaced on Instagram, shows 2 deputies of Clayton County Sheriff's Office restraining a man and striking him. One deputy audibly shouts, "He bit my hand." The man, Roderick Walker, was in a rideshare vehicle with his girlfriend and his child when the officers pulled the car over for a taillight violation, according to Walker's attorney, Sean Williams. According to the reports, a child could be heard shouting "Daddy" in the background as the officer restrained Walker. Williams told CNN that the two deputies demanded Walker's ID, becoming upset when he asked why. Williams said that after Walker said he had not done anything wrong, the deputies told him to step out of the car, leading to the incident captured in the video. Deputy who repeatedly struck Robert Walker is being terminated from the Clayton County Sheriff's Office by order of Sheriff Victor Hill for excessive use of force. So there we go. He was held accountable. And apparently in response to those people that went to the hospital in New York, the mayor has condemned protesters shouting death to police outside hospital, treating ambushed officers. Los Angeles Mayor Eric Garcetti on Sunday condemned protesters who reportedly yelled death to police outside the hospital where two Los Angeles County Sheriff's Department deputies are being treated and in critical condition after being shot. Fox News reports that video showed protesters blocking a hospital entrance and shouting death to police, I hope they effing die, and kill the police. There's no place in civilized society for anybody to draw an arm and to shoot our law enforcement officers that put their lives on the line, Garcetti said on NBC's Meet the Press, responding to the incident. And I won't ever let a couple of voices that not only are uncalled for, but it's abhorrent to say something like that when we have two deputies who are sheriff's deputies in grave condition. Well, it is a shame. You know. Democratic and Republican lawmakers have condemned the shooting. At least we can come together on something. Oh yeah, something against Tourette's. Well, I guess not against Tourette's, but the gun violence, guys, it's, you know, that's the commonality that you can see along this for all the killings. Oh, look at that puppy. Oh, sorry. In Gainesville, yeah, we're just a reminder, guys, we're here in Gainesville, and I have not had a chance to look at chat, so bear with me and I'll try to get caught up. But that is one thing we're seeing in all the killings for the most part is, you know, if it's on the side, if a cop kills somebody, then we're focused on it being a race issue and anti-cops, and if it's anybody else that kills somebody, then it's back to a gun issue. Yeah, Lady Jane says 33 plus dead in the wildfires, and we got this. I know. I'm sorry. I'm so sorry.
Too many! Too many! Too many! Black Lives Matter! Black Lives Matter! We're on the freedom side! 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 We're on the freedom
In
side!
other news, there's an article here that Iran reportedly executed a wrestler accused of murder after President Trump asked authorities to spare him from the death penalty, according to the country's state TV. The retaliation sentence against Navid Akhtar, the killer of Hassan Turkmen, was carried out this morning in Adabad.
This is what community
sorry,
looks
guys.
like.
I'm not good with, you know, it's just not my
This
thing.
is what
So,
inclusion looks
anyway, in a prison in
like. This is what
Shiraz.
inclusion looks like.
Let's see here.
This is
Two
what
brothers have been
diversity
convicted of
looks like.
stabbing a water supply company employee during his
This is what
protests in
diversity looks
2018
like.
against Iran's
This is what
theocracy.
America looks like.
His brothers received lengthy prison sentences,
what
while
America
Akhtar
looks
received
like.
the death penalty.
Black Lives Matter.
Awesome.
Black Lives Matter. No peace. No peace. You don't get no peace. You don't get no peace.
Daily Mail says Trump says the Antifa rioter who shot dead a MAGA martyr in Portland last month was served retribution by U.S. Marshals when they killed him, and adds that that's the way it has to be done. And that is in a Daily Mail article. So he came out and called that retribution. So those, if they were looking for any charges there, you may not see them. Yeah, and so I'm talking when my husband is out.
Black Lives Matter.
Oh, I'm sorry, Kelly. It's Landon's mic. I'll get him to swap the mic out. Oh, thank you, Judy. Intel, thank you. I'm sorry. Landon will be out in just a few. He's talking with Abby. Oh, there's emotional outbursts I was talking about.
Keep moving, Gainesville. That one right here. This one, sir. That one.
It's getting spicy. Is that what you're saying?
This is what community looks like. This is what community looks like. This is what community looks like. Tony.
Yes, this is Gainesville, Karen.
This is what inclusion
Sorry.
looks like. This is what inclusion looks like.
I'm gonna fan through, guys. Reminder, this is Gainesville that we are at right now. I'm gonna kind of see.
I made them mad because I didn't see them walking off, and I was so going off on him, but I didn't see nobody walking away because I was
We are not engaged
in the motive.
moving. It's not worth your time.
Landon says this guy was getting pulled over, so we're just checking it out.
Don't shoot.
Gainesville,
Don't
Texas.
shoot. Don't shoot. Hands up. Don't shoot. Hands up.
Gainesville, Texas.
Don't shoot.
Yeah, I didn't. I wasn't.
Don't shoot. Don't shoot.
So I was like, oh, I'm gonna go over there, and I didn't notice her walking away.
Fight back. Hands up. Fight back. Fight back. Fight back.
Yeah, lurk. That's no lie. But one may argue that's why they were there.
Power to the people! Power to the people! Power to the people! Power to the people!
What side are you on, my people? What side are you on?
Still looking pretty calm. Like to see that. Other than in California and Oregon.
We're on the freedom side! We're on the freedom side!
USA! Buck 12! No KKK, no racist USA! Buck 12!
No KKK, no racist USA!
Buck 12!
No KKK, no racist USA! No KKK, no racist USA!
No justice!
No peace!
No justice!
No peace!
No racist!
Police!
No justice!
No peace!
No justice!
No peace!
I said no justice!
No peace!
No justice!
No peace!
No justice!
No peace! Fuck these racist ass police!
I said no justice!
No peace!
No justice!
No peace!
No justice!
No peace! Fuck these racist ass police!
No justice!
No peace!
No justice! Show me what community looks like.
This is what community looks like.
Show me what democracy looks like.
This is what democracy looks like.
Show me what democracy looks like.
This is what democracy looks like.
Show me what family looks like.
This is what family looks like.
Show me what a family looks like.
This is what family looks like.
Show me what a class looks like.
Fuck these racist ass families.
All they doing is busting the youth sign. They ain't got enough lights out here.
No Trump!
They just got
No
the book.
KKK,
Yeah, we right here on this street, so we see the police pull up, jump out. We see, I guess it was probably two of they jump out the car.
No
And
Trump!
we hear one
No
gun go off.
KKK, no racist USA! No Trump!
They
No
trying to
KKK, no racist USA! Hey, let's slow down. What side are you on, my people? What side are you on? What side are you on, my people? What
Sorry about that lost audio, guys. That was on me.
What side are
Yeah,
you
there
on,
was
my
a little
people?
boy
What
in here
side are
earlier.
you on?
What you hear from these niggas
What
that
side are you on, my people? What side are you on? What side are
This
you
shit
on, my
fucking
people?
up.
What side are
we
you
on
on?
that it's young
What
kids.
side are you on?
Because at this point, we've seen where kids have gotten hurt, you know. And so at this point, to claim what was a peaceful protest, there is no guarantee that any peaceful protest will remain a peaceful protest. And bringing your kids out there is
You
wrong.
know them kids, man.
That's a grand
Ain't no
thought.
yeah, them
Power to the people! 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 Black lives matter! Black lives matter!
I'm not on touches.
Oh, Lurk, I was thinking the same thing. I'm like, you know, sometimes I get mad and I just need to flip off a statue too. Let's not bother that statue. Right. Does anybody know what that statue is of? Well, I mean, but who?
What do you want? When do you want it? And if we don't get it,
Oh, gotcha.
if we don't get it,
Right, gotcha. Oh, okay. So Landon says he's seen them armed here before over this monument. So, yeah. Onion face, I'm sorry. It hold like so. There's trigger words in YouTube. So sometimes, yeah, YouTube is the one censoring the chat, and so sometimes if there's a word that is, it doesn't even have to be a hard word, like a super like triggering word. It'll hold it for review, and sometimes if I'm reading something or if I'm looking at, you know, if I'm looking at the video, I don't see that. So my apologies, Onion. I'll try to do better about getting your stuff out there.
No justice, no peace. No justice, no peace. No justice.
Been trying to tell you.
No justice, no peace. No justice, no peace. Whose city? Our city. Whose city?
Is that better?
Our city. Whose city? Our city. Whose city? Our city. Whose courthouse?
Okay, there we go. The stream is glitching. I'm sorry, guys. I know it's bad. We can't hear. Oh, hello. Sorry, guys. Sorry, Felix. The stream is glitching. We've got a hurricane coming in on us. So our internet seems to be doing okay, but I'm not denying it could be an issue on our end. Or it could just be YouTube or the interwebs as a whole. I don't know.
Dude, thank you for being here. Yes, my brother. Yes, dude. Thank you. Woo! Oh, shit. I'm elated. We are occupying the line.
She'll be coming up the Gulf Coast when she comes.
Roped off the lawn illegally and tried to say we couldn't be on the grass. Our lawn!
Oh, Calvin, thank you so much. Calvin and family, Coolidge family, thank you so much.
This is illegal.
Thank you, Felix. Scarlett, what's up, guys?
Have a meeting to claim this lawn.
Right, Timothy, and, well, I don't remember the specifics, so let me not speak on that.
Public space. Hey, this is not your protest.
Yeah, Richard, we're trying.
Why are you telling black leaders who live here what they should or shouldn't do?
For real, Scarlett, that's a good observation. They do seem to have an attraction to courthouses. But I get it, that's, you know, that's where the system happens, or justice was served, if you will.
Black lives matter. Black lives matter. Black lives matter.
Alright, guys, I am going to kind of scan through here if we don't see anything.
By the commissioners that this cannot be
Nice beard,
occupied.
bro.
They just put it up today. They cannot legally keep us off this lawn. That's why they're hesitating. We need
I need that kind of negativity in my life.
This is our lawn.
Legal observer.
They can't arrest all of us. They illegally roped
Lancaster looks spicy. Let me see what I got in Lancaster. Spicy, spicy.
You gonna arrest us for standing on public property? Tell us what
not the
law
way.
we're breaking before you arrest us. You better tell us. Tell us what law. This is not against the 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 law.
Oh no, he ain't a cop.
This is not against the law. This is not against the law. We're not hurting anyone. No peace. No peace. No peace. No peace. No peace.
All right.
No peace.
We need to get on.
What is up? What is up, guys? Boom. What's up? You know, sometimes I roll right out of bed and start the stream. I'm just kidding.
I want to explain something to all of you right now, what happened here if you don't know. This courthouse lawn was roped off specifically to stop
Yes,
black and brown
Anastasia,
people from
drop your links again if you can, please. Guys, if you need a
Pay
doom break,
taxes for this
please
time.
go check out Anastasia Wolf Art. It's a really great place to go and, you know, see time-lapse art being done from a fresh canvas to a fully painted canvas. I mean, I love that kind of stuff. Guys, please, we're trying to get her over 200. And just, you know, guys, go subscribe if you can. And if you haven't already, please be sure to smash that like button, guys. We really appreciate having you with us. We appreciate you bearing with us. We're in Gainesville, Texas. We're about to be viewing some stuff from Lancaster.
Tell me the lie breaking. Our lawn. Our lawn.
Cut it. We're going home. I'm not risking everybody. Cut it. We're going home.
So she said, cut it. We're going home. We're not risking everybody.
If your organizers don't want you on the lawn, let's get off the lawn. Tori does not want anybody on the lawn.
Let's let Tori speak. Tori hasn't said that to us. So I'm just saying, let Tori speak. Because the last thing she said to me was get on the lawn.
Yeah, and she just told me she doesn't want
I'm just
anybody
saying,
on
don't
the
speak for black leaders. Let black leaders speak
I'm
for
aware,
themselves.
Jessica. Thank you.
You're welcome.
God fucking damn it.
Dude, I'm just saying.
Can we go on the lawn?
Like I said, Tori made the call. I was announcing for her. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Tori.
Thank you. Don't fucking come at me.
I didn't come at you, dude. We're allowed to have a conversation.
Yo, we gotta be in unit.
We have to be able to
unit.
converse.
If anybody has to be unitized, it's gotta be us.
We have to be able to converse.
Us. We gotta be unitized.
You can't get mad just because I'm talking to you. And you don't like
He
what I have
sounds
to say.
really scared.
We can disagree, and
I'm
that's
gonna be
okay
honest.
We
too.
weren't disagreeing.
Who you asking me to ask?
What are you asking for?
Who's on the lawn?
He sounds terrified. He's stressed out. I get it, man. I get it. He's stressed out, man.
Hey, the next time all your black leadership gets on the lawn and says join us, it would be great if more than 4 people could do that. Great. Just gonna point that out. It'd be great if more than 4 people could follow black leadership when they say stand with us. And make them have to back down. That'd be great.
They can't ask the question. They don't ask the truth. They ain't no real police.
We are humans and you can speak to us.
Someone quote the law of breaking by being on the lawn. Tell me what law
Oh,
breaking
boy.
by being on the lawn.
The Spice in Gainesville, guys. We gotta check out somewhere else, though. We gotta go to something else.
From being on public property.
Please tell us the law, and then we will abide by the law. But if there is no law in place,
You're just making it up as you go along.
I have a question.
Chris, what?
Mr. Walters, why can't we be on the lawn? Can you speak
Okay,
to me?
we'll watch
Pay
this.
your bills. We pay your salary. Can you speak
The
to
spice is flowing.
us? We're asking you a question.
Some of you guys call it salt.
Commissioner's decision.
What's the reason?
But it's not a
Salt
commissioner's
flows.
decision. They never met about it.
If they've never met about it, then how are you enforcing something that you've never met like that they've never? I'm asking you honestly, sir. The entire
You
world
just can't change laws to fit your agendas.
You know why
It's
you won't tell me
getting
what law we're breaking,
spicy.
Chris? You know why? Because you don't have one. That hurt your ear? That bother you?
Do you guys hear the turmoil in their voices? Man, they sound so sad and hurt and just angry.
Every Sunday.
Sad, angry.
How's that shitty attorney of yours? They can't write a paragraph to save her life or cite the law either. She didn't work out for you, did she? It worked out good. Well, you didn't get that $1,500 you tried to sue me for, did you? You didn't get that, did you? You also didn't get a recant. What you got was another story written about how your daddy went online and called an unlawful militia and supported that. Who's daddy? You didn't want to talk about that, how your daddy went online and liked to call for an armed militia to come out and show an armed force against people? You better hire a better attorney, Walters, because I'm still talking about it. You know why? Because it's true. And you can't sue somebody for slander when it's true, baby. So next time you hire an attorney to intimidate me, pick one that knows how to spell and not double copy paragraphs from someone else's work and who knows how to cite the law better than me. You know why you ain't got a reason for me, Chris? You know why you're not out here telling people what law they're breaking?
Oh,
Sheriff
blah,
Terry
blah,
Gilbert.
man.
You know
Ugh.
why you're not answering? Because you don't have one. Because it's not against the law to stand on public property. You can put tape up all day long. It's not against the law. Cowards. Cowards.
Gainesville and my allies as well. We came out. We reclaimed some space.
Bunch of
We
wah,
come back
wah,
Sunday
wah.
night. I know that it's not right the way that they're doing things. It doesn't change that we keep coming. It doesn't change that they're not changing.
I'm sorry, guys. I'm on.
We can scream till we're blue in the face. They are not representing us. All we can do is keep coming out and being heard. So we come back Sunday. We come back stronger. We come back smarter. Everybody else.
Stronger and smarter.
We're done tonight.
Hey, let's go.
Good night. Black Lives Matter. Where? Tell me where.
Hey, I'll see you next weekend, okay? See you guys Sunday. It was super nice meeting you.
I'll be back.
We'll be back.
2020.
Excuse me.
Modern socializing with very serious consequences.
Don't walk by yourself.
Buddy system. Buddy system.
Make sure you have a buddy. It ain't safe on these streets.
Where are they at? I don't see what you're talking about.
The elderman.
We'll see y'all next time.
They were
Bye, babe.
down. He pointed down this way and said that they are lined up, ready for mass arrest. To be careful.
Good night. Good night, everyone. Black Lives Matter. Black Lives Matter. Good night. Proud of you.
Rock Bear Angel. What's up, bro? Bro fist.
Racist ass statue that needs to be.
What's up?
CJ watching.
Hey, hey, CJ, what's going on, man? How you doing? Oh, we're just out here trying this BET, y'all. We're gonna do a mutual stream of each other. I stream you, you stream me. What do you think? What do you think of the rally? I'm curious.
I made it sort of.
So they came at the end.
trying
So what do you think about us trying to reclaim this space? I don't know if you know the backstory or not, but so this lawn's been open and available to the public. In
Look at
between
that
marches,
stream
but it's
rig.
only
Right?
when
That's a
Pro-Gay's
setup.
Black
But
Lives
hey,
Matter
say what
comes
you
out and says,
will.
"We wanna march
I have to
peacefully,"
have
then all
respect
of a
for
sudden
this,
they can't
okay?
occupy this lawn space anymore.
They
And they say it's
operated
because they're
mostly
damaging
during
the grass.
daylight
But
hours.
look,
Yes, they were in.
Whoa, whoa,
You come
whoa.
over here and you lift
I
this
haven't
up
heard
and
a
you
word
look.
you've said.
These buckets are actually damaging the grass because the grass can't.
Well,
Okay.
let me correct
Go
myself. I not respect. I don't agree with it, but this has been better than some of what we've seen. So at least it was at respectable hours, right? I don't think they should have been in residential neighborhoods. Neighborhoods. I don't think that they should have been in residential areas.
Residential areas.
But they wrapped it up at nightfall. You know what I mean? They came across people that they disagreed with, and they didn't beat them up. They didn't harass them or taunt them or egg their house or what have you. They disagreed and they moved on, even if it was somebody making them move on. Whatever, they did what they were supposed to do. Other than being in a residential area. So, you know what I mean? Like, this is a step in the right direction versus the riots, is all I'm saying.
I agree. However, there was a low-key, very subtle message to be, you know, with, like, marching in the streets. I mean, you know, armed in residential areas. Come on, man. You're sending a message. That's clearly a message. That's a very militant, malicious message.
They didn't beat them up because the cops were trailing them the whole time. Then so be it. You know what I mean? And good for the cops, too.
What if they get what they want? What if they defund those cops and those cops don't trail them while they march
Right.
the streets
I don't know.
armed?
I don't know. And we won't know in this instance. But... you know, I'm glad that it turned out without someone getting hurt.
Even when we didn't have... You went out there and people didn't join you. And then it was, well, Tori said, yeah, because you went out there and people didn't stand with you. I'm so fucking mad right now.
She is very mad. She's very mad. She's exclaiming how mad she is.
I can't hear her.
No, I'll turn it back.
Let me go first.
Yes, thank you.
Yeah, Shadow Wolf, that is true.
And I know
Them coming in armed
I also don't like
was a clear message.
It says something.
I don't like people in the neighborhoods. I do. I get that, Lurk, and I agree. That's the part that...
no cops, then that just means there is nothing between them and others who wish them harm. Yeah, but there's also going to be a lot of no one in between them and them against people who didn't wish them harm. You know, and a lot of people haven't been gearing up. You know, they haven't been buying guns. They haven't been going to the range or doing paying for any training or, you know, and they're not tactical, and they didn't think they ever would have to be.
Yeah,
you know?
I'm following y'all.
And that's you know, you're going to have to be if there are no more police.
So I'm going to cover up
Which is, again, why I think that there should be, you know, if they want to do a reform, we need to look at
so I'm going to block what happened, and I'm just gonna
more
talk
accountability for calling the police. You know what I mean?
right
Like,
now
you
I'm
should
blocking
be
it through.
encouraged to try to handle a
So if I have to
situation
give away
yourself
Peaceably. Right.
Exactly.
If you got a problem with your neighbor, go and talk to your neighbor.
Right.
Why are you so interested
and be
in
the
me?
best version of yourself.
Right,
Hopefully,
exactly.
if they're being the best
Every time
version
I
of
walk
their
by
self,
you,
you
gotta
guys
get
can
my
come to some
attention. Why are you so
compromise.
interested
Yep.
in me?
But that's not how it is anymore.
Right. And
Making sure,
so,
why wouldn't I be okay?
Listen.
Why wouldn't I be okay, sir? You know something I don't know?
why can't people
Why
just
wouldn't I
ask
be
a
okay? When you say stuff like that,
She
it
is
almost
twisting
suggests
this
like there's
because
a
she
threat about
needs
me you know
something to
about
be
that I
mad
don't.
at, which is why she's twisting.
Then why are you so interested in me? Is there something you want to know about me? All you got to do is ask. I'm a pretty open book. Then why don't you mind your own business? I'm sorry, I can't hear you.
Cal, let me know if
Have a good
if
night.
it's anybody in specific. I'm sorry, I haven't been keeping track.
Click clack.
Making sure you're okay. Motherfucker.
Ooh, she is salty. She is salty.
That's who's in charge of keeping us safe. State troopers who make passive fucking threats.
I don't think that was passive, dude. I think you're paranoid
So
because you're
anyway,
with the wrong
we're walking
team.
back
and you're in the
to
wrong.
our staging location here. We're gonna have a little debrief.
Gotta get
And we're gonna
food
talk.
in my belly.
Hey.
I've got it. Are you ready? I'm tired of... Listen, y'all, I'm here to set the record straight. I cook for this man. You hear me? I cook for this man.
That's my schedule. It really doesn't have anything to do with your cooking or the frequency of your cooking. You cook often and great, but my sleep schedule is like F. I don't know. I'm doing what I can, guys.
I know.
Let's look at fish. Yeah? Can I get a bro fish? Boom. Aquarium time. Just kidding. We don't have to stay here. But let me see a bro fish before we leave.
bring it to the neighborhoods, which is so important to do that. And I'm
I
just
see
so
a
proud.
brofish. There it
Leadership
is. Doesn't
was
text back. Brofish.
amazing.
Well, see, she ain't showing nothing anyway. This is in Gainesville. All right, well, it's time to go to somewhere else.
It was really entertaining to watch how absolutely triggered and panicked all the white people were.
We're gonna have to change
I mean,
this.
my God, you'd have thought we were driving through with tanks.
You know, I think she's a bit dramatic. I'm just saying.
Oh, iced coffee. Ouch.
Ooh, can I have some iced coffee? Some,
But I'm trying to see them.
I could
Oh, man,
make
no. Guys, we went to, like, I think it was
March interviews.
3 years ago. We went to Panama City, and we went to this nitro coffee bar, and they had nitro coffee.
So I'm gonna see if we can.
It was
Oh,
insane.
yeah. Oh, yeah, I
That was probably the
remember.
best iced coffee.
That's hilarious.
It was like a chemistry coffee place where like they could remove the acids and like it was the smoothest cup of coffee you ever had. It was insane.
That's hilarious. I have very little memory of this, and it's hilarious that you have memories around coffee.
I do.
And places and what coffee they offered. I don't either, Shadow Wolf.
Listen, y'all need to know y'all did great. The only people who failed
German
tonight were not
helium
you.
beer?
I'm not sure
Whoa.
but I want y'all to hear something. You all did great, and you did great by each other. The only people who failed you tonight are the people who didn't follow you onto that lawn. Do you hear me?
That's why I jumped out.
Don't be mad at each other. Don't be upset.
Oh, that's awesome. Lots of people don't drink coffee.
The only people you should
People
be
make me feel
disappointed in
so
are the ones
weird
who
for
didn't
it.
follow
Oh, I'm
you onto
totally
it.
down to
But you know
start
what?
like some teas.
For
'Cause
being
some
this
teas have
long,
way
you
more
took it.
caffeine
And you
than
know what they
coffee.
did?
Gross bean water.
It's not gross bean water.
Nothing.
Wrong.
Blech.
It's lovely, wonderful nectar.
Well,
Nectar.
guess what? They arrest you for
All
it.
right, one in the chat
drive
if
my
you
happy
are a
ass up
coffee
here tomorrow,
drinker.
and I will be
Two
sitting
in
on
the
that
cat.
How
myself.
Two in the cat. Two in
What?
the
You ain't
chat
gotta
if you
be
are
the
not.
coffee Two in the
One
cat.
if you are a coffee drinker.
got
Guys, you
Ron
have to
Underwood
vote.
coming
I
with
need
you?
to know
He can go live.
who my
Have
coffee
Ron
drinkers
Underwood
are.
Go live,
Yeah, actually, I
and then
am
I can-
interested because
somebody help
I'm
him
thinking
add
that
me to
maybe.
his live,
Oh.
and then I'll rebroadcast it out
All
to
right, we got some coffee drinkers. Thank goodness.
So are you concerned they're going to try to arrest
3
you again
bangs
after
a
the fact?
day.
3 bangs. Bang.
I want everybody to understand your concerns.
Shadow Wolf.
The
Kevin.
reason that I'm meeting with them is because they knocked on my door at
Jeremy.
almost 11 p.m. the other night.
Peggy.
And they said it was a
RJ.
disturbance.
Liza.
Paul. Greg.
My kids were
Kevin.
asleep. There was no disturbance.
Hey,
And even when
Corporal
we
Kentucky.
requested the records from that, it doesn't show that they came to my house.
Intel.
So we're meeting tomorrow for
Camo
them to
cam.
show me whatever evidence they have for them to
When
have
did
been
that
in my
happen
home
for you
at
guys?
that
Man, yes,
time.
indeed. Iced
When my worry
coffee.
is if I
That's
had been
so-
by
what's
myself,
up? When did that
Yeah.
happen?
and I would not have
like,
opened
I'm
the
not old
door,
enough to drink coffee,
or I
y'all.
would have. I mean, what would have happened? You know what I
Coco,
mean?
Jimmy,
So
Peggy,
the meeting, that's what the
doesn't
meeting's
text
about
back.
tomorrow,
Oh,
but I
thank
don't
goodness.
know.
The majority of us
They're
drink
definitely going to
coffee.
collect
That's
whatever from
gracious.
today.
Oh.
You know what I mean?
Lurk
The thing
red.
is,
Yep. No.
They can't.
There's
have
more
nothing
people than what I
against you
thought.
legally because
So.
they didn't enforce any orders.
Eliza's
They
like,
could
I
go
don't
out
even
and
drink
try to do
soda,
something
so
to Commissioner's Court this week.
Oh
I don't
my
know what to tell
gosh.
ya.
saying that
I
you need
could maybe
permission
be
to use the
skinny if I
courthouse.
didn't
That's
drink
gonna be a real
soda.
problem.
I used to be skinny.
Quinn
I
is
used to be
like,
really
But I
skinny.
want you to feel confident and go in there confident.
3 pints
And
daily
know
coffee.
Whole
that
milk.
you're not in the wrong.
Circumpolar bear.
10 to 20 cups a day? No way.
Holy guacamole.
They can't be
Intel.
healthy.
Yeah, that was my life in the beginning of the stream. To
your-
keep
your
those
friend
12-hour
back in
streams
jail
going,
says, "We got
I
it,
was
Jess,
drinking
tell her
like
not to worry."
pots at a time.
I mean,
Been drinking coffee since
tonight
5
is
years
still
old.
different
Oh
Guys, I
my
think this is about
gosh.
it. Throw a 1-up if you want to continue to watch Gainesville. I really think it's over. I think we should switch over. Let me know if you want to go back.
Kelly says we are both super quiet compared to the video stream.
Oh, yeah. Well, that's my fault. I bet not now, huh? Huh. I love regular cocoa.
Okay, you want me to go make you some coffee?
Oh, Coca-Cola.
That's what you
cherry
want,
cola.
Coke?
Yeah, Shadow Wolf. I dig with that, man. Let's see here. I just have to unmute.
What do you want, Lisa?
You know, I love Arnold Schwarzenegger impersonations.
It was more of a Tom. You're tearing me apart, Lisa.
Oh no, that's
Wise.
Tommy Wiseau.
Yeah.
Who knows Tommy Wiseau? Anybody know who Tommy Wiseau is? He's like a real life.
So they're taking a right over towards this
Oh,
garage
you
over
get
here.
me.
This is the back.
I love that you know what I'm talking about when I don't know what I'm talking about.
Where is
Rochester,
that?
New York,
What building
guys.
is that?
Rock Bear
I'm not sure
Angel.
where we're at right now. I don't. Yeah, the way the news has been reporting things have been absolutely garbage. Absolutely garbage. I mean, I posted something today about how the news said that someone had a bullhorn and was inciting violence. All right, so bullhorns incite violence now. And then they also said that, you know, people are.
I'm tired of standing out here peacefully and nothing happening. So now time to come to really make these our streets. We gonna need people that are willing to step up and be out here and police these police. Yes, sir. Because these are our streets. Yes, sir. That was somebody's son out there. Yes, sir. I hear you. I have an 11-year-old son. Come on, talk about it, bro. That could have been my son. That's right. That could have been your son. That could have been your brother, your uncle, anything. Yes, sir. Come on. So now is the time. How we shut it down? We start opening our own
Go
shit.
where 'tis spicy. And banana requests. The spice seems like it's getting ready here in Rochester.
He's being them lies, telling them we're coming into their neighborhood, do all types of crazy shit that we ain't doing. Martin Luther King,
I certainly hope not.
I know we always have to say that, but I mean it. Like, but I was really thinking that the fires and hurricanes would be a distraction, and maybe these would all die down.
I thought so.
Don't forget to splash a drop of Tabasco in your beer tonight.
All the police are coming to line up.
Is that a thing?
Oh yeah.
For real?
Yeah. 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 What's really good is I think it's like one part. Let's see. Look at this.
So this is the front line right here.
Rochester, New York, guys. We have officially moved. Front lines.
So can I mention a little tinfoil hat
Oh crap!
thingy?
You have a tinfoil hat.
For those, I'm sure everybody knows, but just a little reminder. It's weird to think back that Sharon Tate, who was tragically and horribly murdered along with her friends by Charles Manson's little group. The reason he did that was to incite a race war, like an apocalyptic race war, which is what Helter Skelter is.
Is there a race war going on right now?
Yeah, but it's just...
So are you making a correlation that his...
Well, I mean, but it didn't end up playing into it in that time, but I'm just saying it's weird specifically that's what he was trying to...
Once Upon a Time in Hollywood... I think it's the newest Quentin Tarantino movie. It depicted it not happening.
Yeah, I know.
And Brad Pitt.
It lost me. That's why I didn't. I was like,
dude, I loved it. Oh my gosh! If you don't love it, I don't know what's going on with you. If you haven't seen it, go watch Once Upon a Time in Hollywood.
There's a bunch in there. There's a bunch in there.
ooh, I love Hubba Bubba Bubblegum.
Hubba Bubba Bubblegum matters.
Hubba Bubba Bubblegum.
Hubba Bubba Bubblegum.
So they're gonna paint resign standard door.
Really
Intel says I lived through those days.
I'm backing away because I don't want to be cornered over here.
I believe he's dead, Constantine.
Doors are over here, or where they'll run out from us, so I'm gonna stay back.
That's what all the cops said.
Yeah, that's a Civic Center garage, and they have it blocked off down here.
Can I please get another one of those?
Yeah, Jace, you're right. You're absolutely right. This is not a race war. This was they keep trying to feed us that, but I think slowly but surely we're realizing it, you know, like in the masses, that it's not.
I don't want to shine on people's faces. Little faces. It is fun.
Anastasia, why is the rum always gone? Rum actually sounds really good right about now. Dang it, their damn chants get stuck in my head, man. Damn it. Painting the streets. Painting the streets, folks, in Rochester, New York. They gonna paint them streets up. Y'all. Black rum and ginger beer, yeah. And what have we learned?
No faces, I know. Also, white people, know your place.
White people know your place.
Let's get that clear. Know
Let's
your
get
place.
that clear. That's what he's saying. Better know your place.
I gotta get some mods in here for you bootlickers. Patrick, thanks for being here, man. You not get a hug today? Come down here, we'll give you a hug. You can come be the new Kyle.
They're painting in
Nah,
front.
just spam hearts on him. Just
He
spam
is
a bunch of hearts on him. Every time he says some dumb shit, just spam hearts on him. He's gonna hang out with me because he's nosy and wants to see what's going on. So it's good for him to see too.
Excuse me? Sorry. The fuck is that?
Anastasia, what is your entrance theme song? I think mine's gonna have to be Eye of the Tiger. Dun-dun-dun-dun-dun-dun. Alright, it's time to hear from the wrecking crew.
Taking pictures.
Hey.
Flashes were just going crazy a second ago up there.
We're live.
I like drones, you know?
Shit.
Because they get to
Watch
see the
Richard
truth too.
Hernandez. He
No
got
matter
kicked
how
from my
much they
boat.
want to
Whoa,
deny
hello.
Hey.
Yeah, you're live.
What's up, guys?
I didn't realize. Richard Hernandez, how are you, brother? We've been having an issue with trolls tonight.
Oh, really?
And I hope you're not one of them.
We were just having an amazing conversation too.
Oh, I'm sorry. I hate when I interrupt.
No, it's fine.
Patrick,
We were about
appreciate
to
you.
dump
Thanks
it
for being
anyways.
You should come down here. We'll hold hands. Maybe you could hold my backpack for me. My backpack.
I have no.
Come hold my backpack.
What do you guys think about painting the streets in Rochester?
Do they have a permit?
Yeah.
Can I get paid for it?
You turned your TV off.
Do they have a permit?
To come spend a day with me. So I
Well, they have the sprayable chalk that you can use that's water soluble and
Oh,
it
do you
doesn't
think that this
deface
is
like
okay?
public property.
Well, howdy.
Hey, Ashen, what's up?
Hello.
Oh, just
Oh boy.
watching it.
Once again, Patrick. Thanks
Ha
for
ha.
being here.
That was a good Mickey.
Okay, so this is just
Also,
chalk.
here, Patrick. Here's a little triggerness for you.
So this is
People
just
over
photo op
property,
stuff.
Period.
So Unspecified, did you like your
Yeah.
surprise from my stream?
Emphasis on
Yes,
the period.
actually.
People over
I
property.
feel terrible for not seeing it. I have no
We wouldn't be
idea
out
what time
here
you posted it.
If it wasn't for someone losing his life.
I think at like
for no reason.
2 o'clock.
Oh man, I was definitely out.
They're peering down. They black.
I didn't go to bed till like 7:30 or 8 this morning, and then I woke up around 1ish, and I was like, "Yep, we're going live."
That's awesome because you broke 200, right?
Yep,
Hopefully 200
There's
and
another
climbing.
comment on here.
we hit
So it's gonna bring
207
more
last
people in.
night, but I checked this morning, and we were back down to 203.
You might as well share it.
It'll be back
share
up.
whatever hateful shit you want to say.
But it's still over 200. That's the only number that
buildings
matters,
don't have
really.
feelings. You can
Yes,
rebuild a
it
building.
is.
Just wait.
You
Just
can't
wait.
rebuild Daniel's heart. You can't rebuild his body, his temple.
Well, congratulations for that.
So I don't
Thank
give a
you.
fuck
You're
about
here,
this
you're
street.
here.
You saw how fast
So,
they cut
how's
that
everything
shit up.
going on the
That
Discord
shit didn't
server?
even reach daylight the other day.
Quiet.
Everything
Yeah,
seemed to be
that's
pretty
That was
peaceful.
Rochester.
Sorry, I'm just not trying to record.
People are talking and having organic conversations, and it's been nice. There hasn't been
Also,
any
we've gotten
yelling
a
or
lot
anything.
faster at painting.
That's
We did
awesome.
it fast. We got places.
I was reading funny articles today and decided that I would post some that are not YouTube friendly, but are hilarious. Like, I kept running into articles about, please, Florida man, stop running over protesters.
Florida man. Rock Bears are Florida man.
Yes. But apparently, we run into people on almost a weekly basis in protests.
Hey, that's the point, you know?
And the
point is-
protesters are upset
to get in their
because
pockets,
the
you know?
people who are attacking the
Use up
cars
resources.
are more,
That's one of the
well,
points.
how you
You know,
say,
that's why we come out here and just stand there and have
charged
fucking standoffs with them.
than the people driving the cars.
Unspecified, is there anything that's going on in any other places right now?
Brighton? Absolutely. Looks like Lancaster also has a gathering, and it looks like just Rochester and Lancaster right now.
Yo, shout out Woke.
Well, Lancaster's recent.
Shout out to Woke.net.
Yeah.
Well, as an example, in DC, when it was going on for a few days, it seemed that something happened relative to the police, and then there were protests and some rioting and things going on, and within a few days when the facts came out, it sort of dispersed on its own. And I kind of wonder if Lancaster is like that, because from what I've heard, it,
Hey, Patrick.
you know,
See, you keep talking
correct
a
me
lot
if
of
I'm
shit.
wrong, but it sounds like someone
Should donate to my
charged
village.
at the police with a knife. Is that what they're saying happened, or am I wrong with
And
that?
I don't mean to unknowingly add to it, but I heard that he stabbed his mother and then ran at the police with a knife.
The only thing that I know for sure is that it was a domestic response call, and that the individual is in his 20s and he is suspected of holding a knife. Anything other than that would be conjecture.
Yes.
That's a
There's
great
some
point.
misinformation out there, but yes, absolutely.
You know, when you see like something happens, which is unfortunate with the police, and then that night or within hours there's people protesting it, like the not allowing the police to do their jobs, to investigate and to release information to the public on that basis,
in Chicago.
Yeah.
I just don't have any access.
Because that ended up the individual was shooting back at police, but they weren't able to get that information out before it was, the bridges were up and things took hold.
Line Jumper in chat says BLM loves conjecture.
Yeah, well, I try not to. I would like to get facts. So I put a link in the mod general chat that shows the one that might be too spicy for YouTube, but I'm not sure. It's a video that somebody reposted on Twitter.
Yeah, that
the
is,
one with the brick.
Yeah, and
Yeah.
this breaks my heart. This is
However much you donate,
terrible. This
I mean,
video of this targeted attack.
or something.
It's straight up a hate crime.
Yeah. Here, I'll pull it up on screen, but I will not play the video, and I'll drop a link.
Yeah,
It'll be
you
on
can't.
Discord.
Was the individual walking away and hit from behind?
Yes.
Just to.
So you guys
Yes.
know this video. I'm not going to play the whole thing. If you want the links, they're over on the Discord. But if you want just a general reference, if you want to know what we're talking about.
That's a brick, mind you.
That's a brick.
So anyhow, he cold cocked him, and on the Instagram where it was originally posted, it said, "White lives don't matter."
Yep.
Yeah, we're not burning shit down.
And the people filming took excitement to seeing an innocent man walking on the street getting cold cocked from behind.
And then my favorite news story of the day is transsexual satanic anarchist picks up the GOP sheriff nomination in New Hampshire.
Shoot.
Civic Center garage.
That's quite the mouthful.
Okay. Here's
Great minds think alike, I guess.
Here's the best part about that. He won the she won the Republican nomination. Her campaign says that it proves that the system is utterly and hopelessly broken. Her campaign slogan was "F the police," and she got the nomination for sheriff.
So you know, if you're not sure, a safe bet from what I'm aware is if you say they, if you don't know what gender they ascribe to.
She. It's in the article as she.
Oh, okay. Gotcha.
And Landon, Lisa in chat, I'm not sure if you happen to have the overlay, but they were curious about Footloose.
Yeah.
Flash dancing.
Flash Gordon.
Boom. There it is. Bro fist, everybody. Bro fish.
Just can't. And then the tin can top, what they were trying to extinguish, like, you have to suffocate a fire, plus it's not going to work.
I think it was just panic,
Instinct,
oh, there's a
yeah.
fire, I want to hit it with my shield, but you're actually fanning the flames.
My
at that
thought would have
point.
been take off my damn boots, kick the boots off, but it wasn't his. Oh, thank you, Adrian. I can't remember the person who was elected. You just mentioned Landon ran unopposed in New Hampshire.
Wow.
Or Vermont or wherever.
Donna. Boom. Well, doesn't that sound a little fishy?
Well, yeah.
Was this person elected a sheriff? Is that what it was?
No, she got the Republican nomination.
We got to go to St. Charles, Missouri, guys.
All right.
You go ahead, Rock. Sorry.
Oh no, she says that this proves that the system is broken. Between 75 and 80% of the primary voters, the ones that allege to be more politically aware than the average voter, were completely and totally ignorant of who they were voting for. What is the percentage of the average voter? 90, 95%? These people are deciding who gets to rule you, and you know nothing about them. So she's not actually going to push her campaign farther.
I don't
Like
understand
she's
that.
not gonna. She ran to make a point.
Yeah.
See,
is this dude getting like?
yeah, I mean,
pushed
I
out?
don't
Like,
want
what
to
is
say
that?
harassed, but I mean, he is being like escorted away.
It's not smart.
Is there any like commentary from it from the streamer?
Yeah.
Pathways of Peace got me through a bunch of troubling times in my life.
He's talking about pathways of peace, getting him through
out here
multiple
trying to
troubles in
diffuse
his
and
life.
keep the peace.
We're out here trying to keep the peace.
Unfortunately, I saw a pastor in Charlotte, I believe it was 2 nights ago, who was assaulted and punched in the face, who was merely just trying to preach. So they don't like that.
They're getting down here with no mask on. Coming down here spewing his all lives matter with no mask on.
They're complaining about him spewing, talking about all lives matter with no mask on. Now it seems like someone's bucking up to him while he's trying to enter his car door. And that person is
It
now
really
being removed.
doesn't make any sense at all.
Yeah, he's got
They
a
have
dresser
more
in the
people
back over
coming.
here in the back of his
Not
car
moving
right
back, but more.
Dude's not allowed to have a dresser in his car. Does not encourage or condone. Hey, Adrian, Brofist, brother. And shout out to the mods. Thank you so much, everybody, for all the help and everything you do. Guys, Anastasia just dropped a link to her YouTube channel. I really highly suggest that you guys go check out Anastasia Wolfart on YouTube. Go subscribe.
Write all of the things that you've been just wanting to write. Are they flashing a light?
They're
on
always,
me? So now they're flashing
always
a
sure
light
to
at
get the
me.
license plate for their doxing purposes if they're able to. You'll notice that.
Hey, all my chats came back.
Well, it looks like they're letting him leave at least, which is something.
Yeah, right.
This lady's chasing him with the camera.
And though there was attitude involved, sorry, Anastasia, I don't mean to come clobbering over you. I have to say, oh, come on now, don't get out. He's getting out.
That's what's happening right now. Waiting
And they
for
already got his
someone
license plate for
Damn it.
doxing
to
purposes,
get
which
into
they do.
their car.
He was going to be cool to leave, and now he's doing this whole get out thing, and the crowd's kind of moving
Well, they probably
around
hit his
him.
car.
That is what's happening
still.
right now. Waiting on someone to get into their car.
I'm going to crank up the volume. It's going to be hard to hear us.
And this.
All right, he's getting back in his vehicle.
Just go. Stop talking.
Yeah,
Just
stop
drive,
talking.
guy.
Go.
Eh.
Now go.
I can't
Don't
believe
stop
they really
again.
believe to comment. Y'all just making it easy.
For our safety,
block
for you to
y'all.
run his car.
I swear.
These
Dude, now he's
protesters
getting out
here, and
again.
He's getting back up.
All right, well.
Oh,
all
there's
right,
an old man in this car.
He's
got
breaking
out.
So
all
I
the
heard
stupid
that you
rules.
heard a door open because this entire time we've been waiting for somebody to be able to get in their car. I'm sure they're going to attack us.
Did he hit the white car?
No, I think the white car was actually preventing him from going.
So police, SWAT is
Well,
over
that's
there
not his
blocking
fault.
the exit. So it's an exit to get out of Walgreens. You can't get out of Walgreens.
Who's he calling fat? He just called this black
You
dude
said it
fat.
already. You said it already. You don't gotta keep saying it.
Yeah, they said the white car blocked him off.
Spicy, sketchy, spicy.
Yeah, he got dressers in the back. Why are you going to screenshot his license? Are you planning on sending? Hey, if we need to, drop yours. We'll send them to your house too if you need to. We'll come and give you a teaching. A teaching. Learn what that means. Teaching. Yeah.
They'll give you a teaching.
Yeah.
Here, they're offering to teach.
See?
It looks like we're moving. I didn't know where you put your bike.
My bike's
Does
right
that degree transfer to another college?
We're all
I'm
done
just
over here.
asking for a friend.
Set this on fire! Oh yeah!
The paint parties have been pretty cool. I like the paint
Where's
parties.
this location that we're at?
This is Rochester, New York.
Thank you.
We going to his house.
I believe I see someone armed. Maybe more than one.
Long rifle or sidearm?
Long rifle.
New York is a heavily regulated state.
That's why I'm so surprised.
Yeah, depending on what kind of long rifle that is, would determine whether it's legal or not, which...
I'll be right back.
Okay.
In New York State, you cannot have a magazine greater than 10 rounds, as well as any variant of an AR having to conform to New York State legal. There are pre-bans that are out there, but yeah.
There was a little bit of drama. Tiff wants to know what she missed. So there was a little bit of drama with this All Lives Matter person. I will say they had a Q sticker on the back of their little SUV, and it looked like some drama was going to start, and they did leave. But they did stop twice and get out of their vehicle twice. It was weird.
Yo, Justice,
a little bit of drama.
Justice
but,
League, we love you, man.
And then I believe I saw as the streamer walked into this crowd on the corner to his left right now is a woman with a long
people.
rifle. But it could be an airsoft, it could be a 22, it could be, you know.
So it's a couple people that just showed up that seem like they may be intoxicated.
What's the lie?
Have we done like look around to see anywhere else?
If at any point you guys are getting any feedback from my keyboard tonight, please just advise.
If there's a man is dead.
I don't hear anything. All right, so right now we're switching over. We're going to Missouri, St. Charles, Missouri, at a police line.
Yeah, that's what you guys do, right?
Not exactly sure where this is in Missouri. St. Charles Police Department. MO is Missouri, correct? Okay. It should be on. I can switch you so that they'll hear you. I can toggle. When you talk, I'll stop and I'll act like Discord does.
Yeah.
They're arresting her!
Uh-oh. Police are moving in. We are in St. Charles, Missouri. And we came at just the right time.
Do y'all see this?
Make sure y'all
This is police terror.
Yeah, can y'all hear this?
This is police terror.
The only reason why we're out here is for justice for Daniel Pruden.
I'm
There's no other reason. This is why we're out here. It's right there in your face. This is the reason why we're out here.
They chasing somebody
A man
back
from
there.
my city.
They are making arrests. It's actually, this is slow going. This is not
rather burn
extremely
down
spicy.
buildings?
This
No.
is technically spice, but it's not that
Let us
spicy.
paint. This shit will
Is
be
my
covered up
gain
in an
cut
hour
way
or
too
two.
high up?
They probably have the paint team probably sitting in that garage
Test.
waiting to come cover this up.
I feel like my gain
They might
is
have
way
gotten
too up.
updated policy since Minneapolis with
They literally
like how
are
they respond
chasing
to
people,
crowds.
though.
Yeah, I agree. Because they are arresting, and they're being very slow go about it. But affirmative or
A U-Haul
assertive.
got burned a
My
week
S's
ago.
are bothering me.
That was miles away from the protest.
No.
Stop reading your local news.
Do not do that. 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 We're trying to make
Ask
sure
what
our
your
people are
children
safe
look
because
like.
y'all won't. We are
A lot
trying
of
to
these
make
people
sure
look just
our
like your
people.
children.
No, this is not that. This is not.
We got it. We got it. Oh, come on, man.
Because I'm making sure other people are safe from y'all.
Come on, man. Come on, hey, Paint. Come on, Paint.
They're getting her.
Come on, Mr. Smith. Don't grab her, don't pull her, don't do anything.
Thank you very much. Then I gotta stay away. I understand that.
Oh, man. We gonna have to now?
Unless you want to join her.
Oh.
We're gonna pull over. I'm gonna pull over to the police department. Right over there, okay? I'm gonna pull over. She's gonna be walked across the street. And she'll be booked and released in just a few minutes. No bond. Okay?
So you know we can't leave now, right?
We're going across the street. I'm going across. We're gonna let you go.
Yep, she's with us.
Well, that was weird.
All right. So police have targeted activist Ohan Ashe. She's been arrested. We're out at St. Charles Police Department. They're in the middle of booking her, and we're not leaving. We're going to be standing outside until she get released. No justice, no peace. The way that they behaved tonight, the way that they portrayed, and the way that they pressed upon peaceful protests with heavy-handed approach, with police and riot gear, tons of cops, tons of SWAT gear, ammunition. Who is this guy?
Oh my gosh.
Keep going, real.
Okay.
Go to the door.
So the police were saying that she would be booked and released 10 minutes. Do you think that that's just something that they would say to get her booked, or?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. It takes a half hour to an hour just to get to the system.
So they just wanted her to go peaceably.
That's what they were told when they got to the precinct, that it took a half hour for someone to get booked.
Back in Rochester. Sorry, I didn't mean to interrupt.
I don't see any riots here. You see a riot?
Yeah, I mean, this is pretty close. Oh, man.
We don't really have riots in Rochester, man.
I haven't been able to get those recently.
The only time we have a riot here is when police decide they want to have a riot. That's the only time we've ever had riots in Rochester.
Well, that was weird, and I was like, oh no, he can
police
hear
were
me.
like, yo,
No,
we're gonna
no,
start
no.
some shit tonight, and some shit gets started.
They are marching in Rochester. I'm going to go ahead and throw this town name up. Dang it, Tiff. You're faster thinker than me. Well, you got.
And again, we do have a friend up in Albany doing Uber. He said if anything does pick up there, he'll switch to live streaming if need be.
No way. That would be so cool.
Dude, we got constant eyes up there.
I just gotta wait for the right moment.
If you want to know what we're fighting for, look up Free the Rock People. On their page, they have all the demands. If you want to see the demands, you can write them there.
I'm just asking me
Save
if
them to your
who wants
phone, your
McDonald's
computer,
because she's
your
buying.
iPad.
Do I get McDonald's?
Study them.
I'd like McDonald's.
Cheeseburgers.
And there you go. There's your answer.
You know your way to a man's heart, whoever that was.
Here's one of our demands right here.
That or White Castle,
That's
one
one
of
of
the two.
them right there. Design Mayor Lovely. Except when throwing fireworks. I don't see anyone throwing fireworks. You see fireworks getting thrown off? I don't see any fireworks.
All right, I just saw green
You guys
hats,
come in here
so I
like
think
super
they do expect something to go down. I do see
Super
green hats.
confused. There's no fireworks
That's
being
like a
thrown.
trigger
You see
for me.
fireworks being
When I see
thrown?
green hats, I know that they
We're not even bothering police
definitely
right
have
now.
agitators.
Adrian in chat said it takes a minimum of 24 hours in Arizona just to see a judge before they think about letting you leave. Conservative states don't play. Well, it also depends on the crime. Oftentimes, if it's just a misdemeanor,
If you're in here,
you
share
know,
the stream. People need to see the Rochester
citation.
Revolution, man.
Well, if it was a citation, you wouldn't get arrested, but yeah.
No, I like
Conservative
them being
states
in here.
definitely don't play.
Death Digital,
Honestly,
Death
I
Fist,
appreciate
man.
them being in here. Because they can talk all the shit that they want to, but you know what? They
Green
turn their
hats
TV off,
are legal
They turn off Fox News,
observers.
and they're here watching what's actually happening.
Don't they work for lawyers guilds and stuff
Why,
like
they're
that? I
talking
don't
shit.
know, but
They're watching the truth
they
at the
always
same time.
in Portland. You would know
So
that
they
it was
know
going to get really spicy if there were
behind
legal
their
observers.
teeth, they're lying.
Yep.
So I appreciate you guys.
And then when that fails, they have the
You guys came down
NLG,
here, I'd
which is
hold hands
basically
with you
their
the whole
fund
time.
that will pay
I
if
promise.
someone does get bombed in Portland. Now rioting isn't illegal, so there really isn't bail anymore.
That's on the other side of the country. Now we're seeing that same energy we saw in Portland out here in Rochester, and it's slowly building.
Yeah, they were on a statue going back, I believe it was 2 nights ago, and I was like, oh boy.
Cowbell. Ding, 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 ding.
My sister just showed up and brought me stewed goat.
Somebody in this chat just said,
Rittenhouse 2040.
Yeah, turn your Fox News off, man.
Yeah, James, we at Unspecified do not consent or condone any acts of violence in any way, shape, or form unless they are ultimately needed in regards to self-defense and as per rules of engagement in this country as per law.
Want some more pain? What are we doing here? I ain't seen Joe today.
Gilbert in chat says he wants a cannon to shoot some slime.
A slime cannon. Slime cannons matter.
You know what I love about the whole, like, people are like, oh, Antifa, George Soros. Where's all this money going to? If
Yes,
someone is
Pat.
funding
Yep,
these
after
people
the
to be out
election
here every
come
day,
November.
where's that money going?
Yep.
No one's funding people to be out here. People are out here with their hearts. That's what funded them, not money.
I'll bet that there are people out there who are funded to be out there.
You guys are goofy, man.
Yep.
Who?
FBI's, yeah.
I have to get up
We
on
have
my
drones
mic. I'm
all
sorry.
over us,
Sometimes
and,
I don't.
like, people who've
Miss
been down
Pac-Man, thank
here
you so
every
much for the
single day.
donation on PayPal. Thank
We
you
don't
so
really
much
care
for
about
that.
trying to hide our identity. One, we're not doing anything wrong. Two, they've
Hey
had
y'all,
drones
I'm
in our
back. Hit
faces
that
for
like
13
button.
days,
We need
so
400. Hey, Janet, what's up? Agitators. of
Trichet,
in,
in 5 months, she went from, or they went from being a moderate liberal to right wing and looking into joining a local militia. Riots having the opposite effect they want to.
Yeah, I
And
heard
it's tough
that.
for anyone to watch. Go ahead, Landon. Sorry.
No, go ahead, brother.
I was gonna say, anyone who's human, if you just spend 8 hours in one night and invest that into watching, Portland or really anywhere, you can't be human and see the way people are being treated and what's occurring and not kind of reach that logical conclusion of this is not okay.
funded, so there's no leader of Antifa. There's no person.
And in many cases, just like have your heart go out to the business owners, or
Maybe they're funding the
in
police.
the case of the Flash Gordon, the kid with the feet on fire, that was outside residential houses. Like, we actually had someone in chat who was on that block, and like, to have kids inside a home and have that all occurring outside like it's a war zone is just,
I heard it was a fireworks show.
yeah.
You're telling me fireworks would be way cool. I see a whole bunch of unity. I don't know what you guys see.
Oh boy, oh boy, oh boy, oh boy.
Huh?
I don't know.
She got one. I got her one. Chillin'. I see police everywhere, but no justice. Oh my God, criminals resisting arrest are being shot. No way. No one is being funded. I mean, yeah, if you want to pay me, I'm cool with that. Like, if you think
AJ19
we're being
says, when
funded,
exactly
please,
did universities become
please
so
support.
indoctrination camps
I
with
mean,
socialism
we could
slash
drop the Free the
Marxism
People
that
Venmo.
even
We could drop my
professors are
Venmo,
like
my
nowadays?
Venmo. Whose
Thoughts?
Venmo do you want?
I read that word for word, but this has progressively gotten worse, what, the past decade or so, Lando? Would you agree?
Yeah,
Then there'll be some truth behind your statement.
And of 20 Antifa members arrested in Portland, I believe 12, and I know 12 of those 15 were teachers, one of them a kindergarten
Convict, send
teacher
those
by the
killer
name of
cops to jail.
Rex.
Which blows my mind every time I hear you say it.
Re-elect Trump
Yeah,
2020.
that's, I mean, I
That's
hate
like
to
the
keep
racist
bringing that up, but that's
KKK.
kind of like, at what,
What do you know?
I don't know how she still has a job with what's out there on the web, you know?
So you're saying that this paint is...
Oh no, I never said that was chalk
Oh.
paint. You can't roll chalk paint. It normally comes aerosolized and it doesn't stick permanently and it will wash off. That's all real paint.
Okay,
I was
yeah,
being
'cause that looks
sarcastic
like
when I
real
said chalk
paint.
before. Yeah. But I will say, outside an abortion clinic, every week there were these two kids who would go there, and I say kids because they were like, 17, I forget their ages, and they would, basically preach and say, the value behind a life. And I think that
Wow, Pat,
those
that was a
two
real stupid comment.
were arrested for
You know,
some reason,
presidents
and I
can only
can't
serve
recall why.
8 years
And I
total,
also
right?
saw in another location where a woman was using the chalk paint to spray on the sidewalk, "Please wear a mask," in a state out west that was reopening, and she was arrested for defacing a public sidewalk, which she even said, this will come right off with water. And I don't see anybody getting arrested here up in Rochester.
Yeah. I mean, is that for fear of a riot or for fear of violent
They don't want it to
retaliation?
escalate.
Okay. So they
They don't want it to escalate. Yep.
And that reminds me of the Breonna Taylor decision. I think that's going to come down to, why should they do anything on anyone's timeline? Are they, or do you think they're just going to make them sit and stew and cool off on it?
Right now, so long as they're calm, they're just going to let them stick to be what it is. So long as windows aren't getting broken and etc., they're going to leave them be. They're not going to want to throw gas on a fire, if you will, or on a spark.
Not very spicy.
Rich Hernandez, do you think that they are losing steam with regards to tonight or in general? In general, no. I think that they are picking up steam. And, yeah. But as for the past week or so that we've seen up in Rochester, that could be possible. But I just think at the...
No, I 100% agree with Tom. I think in general they're gaining steam, but overall nightly they're becoming more. Their protests are becoming more life convenient. So now it looks like even on Fridays it doesn't even really pop off. Saturdays for sure. Saturdays all day, all night, and then probably Sunday it's going to go down real hard. And then Mondays, oddly enough.
I wonder if they avoided 911 going back 2 days ago. If they feared a strong response because of it being that holiday and them not wanting to allow them the opportunity to take that day or have something else be remembered on it, and they played it safe. And that's what played into it falling on Saturday and Sunday, as opposed to anything happening on Friday.
Yeah, I think that, but doesn't that, see, I don't disagree with that. I think that they
Because
did.
they didn't even show up.
No, I think I think that's very true. However, I don't think that's anything they collectively thought. I think that sounds like a directive. Some managerial position was like, better not today. You know, that sound so. And maybe I'm, connecting dots that aren't there, but
Because you would have seen a few scattered about at the apartment, turn out, they go home. This was a case of just flat out nobody turned
yeah,
up.
that is a tactical decision and order, in my opinion.
Anastasia, thank you for dropping those links in chat.
And we are in Rochester, New York.
Sausage, where is it ultimately going? Are they going to destroy the country? Are they just going to take all our stuff, make the USA communist? Well, that's, if the fires that are burning out west couldn't be any more of a foreshadowing, I think that most certainly is applicable, because you cannot do what they want to do in a society like ours without it going up in flames like that.
All right, Bryson, this one's for your mom, all right?
You know, they're a well-funded
I was gonna
organization, but this country works and operates on the core principle of capitalism. And although they're a very well-funded organization with $2+ billion, that's B with a B, the country isn't like that and can't afford to have that luxury. The hardworking people in it can't afford to pay for other people, you know. Don't get me wrong, taxes are taken out to subsidize programs like that, but that's how it works, you know, with capitalism and federalism and law and order. But Marx's state is, to their degree, a change of life in the way we know it. Jane Smith, what the hell are these people? Janet Jackson video.
What was that?
Jane Smith said, "What are these people wearing? It looks like a Janet Jackson video." I guess the shoulder, that type of stuff.
Never mind, it's too cheesy. I like that.
Take your time, do your thing, brother. Anything pops up, all you know.
All right, let's see. Shadow Wolf. My theory about 9/11 and them not starting stuff. They can't afford more negative publicity, given a lot of people are showing they are tired of BLM and Antifa. Yeah. Yeah, it's working against them now.
Yeah, we absolutely don't care about snow.
Holy crap. Chad wrote a book in the mod treehouse. I don't know if you've seen it.
Not yet. I've been monitoring chat and here, but that's awesome. Do you want me to check it out?
Thank you for dropping those demands.
I just can't read it all right now.
Let people know what we're out here for and what we want. Not just endlessly marching around and painting random streets.
Where at? We're burning cars. Where? In Las Vegas? Okay, I'll
Be
look
another
at that
peaceful
right
night.
now.
Gonna head back to MLK and
Thank
then
you,
wrap
Agent.
it up.
We waited long enough.
Got nothing.
No riots. A whole bunch of unity. And everybody gets to go home.
Yeah, it's still light out on the West Coast too, 7 p.m. Western time.
What? Is it on YouTube? Is it on Facebook? Where are you seeing that so that I can get a head start on where to look?
Yeah.
Because I'm not seeing it. Alright, I'm going to pull up Lancaster.
Not checkers. Not checkers.
What is Brofist? Brofist is just like a, bro. Hey, bro. Brofist.
Hey, Janet Lewis, thanks for being here.
Goes back, what, a couple months now? At least 2.5.
Alright, that is Lancaster. The chanting you're hearing is still coming from Rochester, New York.
Leave, losers.
We have people nationwide coming. We are not alone.
Hey Scott, how are you, brother? Scott says hello.
Looks like something's going down. I got it on Lancaster. There's an old man that looks to be harassed by a mob. I don't know.
Bro, come back down. I got him.
Nicole. Somebody from Greenfield needs to get down there.
Why?
There's some racist white guy that instigated, and it looked like I just know they're gonna jump.
I'll walk down and run down.
Thank you. Thank you. Now he's at the door. There's this old white guy, drunk, talking shit, something like that. And we got the whole mob down there. We're trying to make sure that he don't get harassed, so shit don't pop off.
Shit is popping off.
So then everybody starts running. Like,
So they're worried about stuff popping off.
No, stay back over here. It's just a little situation trying to get them. They don't need to be walking that way. I'm trying to get.
Yo. Let's not be rookie rule. It's all random.
You know where everybody was?
Oh,
There was a white racist guy down there, and I don't want him to get jumped, so I think.
Wait, what happened to me?
Huh? There's some white racist guy, and there was a crowd following him, taunting him, and I just don't want him to get hit.
Oh my God,
So
that's the last thing we need right now.
Exactly.
That's
So
exactly what they need to come out.
I sent green dreams down there to go make sure they were good, but everybody saw them running.
So he
now
said that's the
everybody's
last thing we
running.
need right now.
Hey, we got a medic over here. Get a job.
Oh yeah, because we were all at the door. There was a whole couple of medics down here.
Back in Rochester.
Like, what does that mean?
Where are you going to be? Because cops are starting to line up and it's going to get serious, and I need to know where you're going to be. I'm trying to stay with you, Nicole.
So they're saying in Lancaster that cops are starting to line up and it's about to get serious. I'm sure you guys heard that.
Take off that bag and come down here. Take off that bag, pussy. Hands up. Hands up. Hands up. Don't shoot. Hands up. Don't shoot. Let me out here. It's slapping their face and killing the time to shit, man. Y'all tell me to go asleep. After they wake up, shoot. Don't shoot. Don't shoot. Hands up. Don't shoot. Hands up. Don't shoot.
I will say, it looks like BLM is cranking up the heat first. I gotta say. That's a hype man right there. That's an agitator.
No good cops in a racist system. 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 No one's free in a racist system. No one's free in a racist system. Fuck 12. Fuck 12.
Calls over the radio for police to come out.
Fuck 12. Fuck 12. No justice.
The police are about to come out. Yeah, I'll come out. The police are about to come out.
Man.
No peace. No peace. No peace. No peace. No peace.
Police about to come out. They about to come out. They got somebody heard over the scanner.
Wasn't Trump just in Pennsylvania?
Yeah, he was in Lancaster.
Oh, he was in Lancaster.
But this was, if anybody in chat can throw up when he was, that would be helpful because I cannot recall. No, he was in the Central United going back a couple days ago.
Whoever's coming from across the country, y'all better get here now.
We want to give them help. They don't want help. When they do ask for help, and when they do, we go in. Like Minneapolis, the National Guard went in. Took 35 minutes to quell a situation that went on for 2 weeks. They knew we were going in to Seattle. We told them we're going in tomorrow morning. And so they sent them in. They didn't want that to happen. And we let the protesters know, or whatever you call them. They're really anarchists. They're not protesters. So we let the anarchists know that we were going in with approximately 10,000 very tough people. And they immediately raised their hands. And the Seattle police, who, by the way, could do a great job if they were let to do their job. But they're not. They're not. And as you know, in Portland the other day, we had to send in the U.S. Marshals. A man who's a bad guy, shot somebody right in the middle.
Where is he at right now, Unspecified?
Great question.
Young man, shot him, killed him. Just shot him like it was on television. 2.5 days, nothing happened. I said,
Las
"What's
Vegas,
going on?"
Nevada.
We sent in the U.S. Marshals. It was taken care of in 15 minutes.
I saw a picture that was on what looked like a field or something, and a line that just went forever.
When asked if he would cut police funding, Sleepy Joe said, absolutely, yes, I would. Now he's trying to change his mind. You ever see a guy, he changed his mind on fracking? Okay? There will be no fracking. You know that? He went all through the debates. He doesn't even know what fracking is, I guarantee you. He was told to say that by Bernie and the radical left and his vice president. By the way, how bad is she? She's the worst. You know, we're going to have a woman president someday. Not going to be her. Not going to be her. And that's no way to attain the office. We got in there because Sleepy Joe couldn't handle it anymore. You know, Joe was bad in primetime. See, the reason I can talk so badly about him, because he did an ad.
Gene,
where he had me
Brofist.
standing over the grave and the graves of our fallen heroes from many years ago. And they said, and nobody loves the military more. Look what I've done for them, $2.5 trillion. And in the ad, they have me saying horrible things in front of other people. Nobody would have put up with that. It was totally, it's called disinformation. They make up a total lie. They put it out, then they do ads. So once he did that, I said, now I really, look, it's okay, because now that gloves are off, I can say that this man is totally unfit to be president. Up here, he's totally unfit. He can't be your president. You know, I've gotten to know President Xi of China. I've gotten to know President Putin of Russia. And by the way, getting along
No,
with them
I
is
haven't,
good.
Squisher.
Although China, I must tell you, got a real problem with China. What they did with us, we can never forget that. We made a great trade deal. The ink wasn't dry when the plague came in from China. They stopped it from going into China, but they didn't stop it from going in to our country, Europe, and the rest of the world, okay? They could have done that. But you see, I deal with all of these people, and they don't have the kind of mental problem that Sleepy Joe has. They're very sharp.
That's
Hey,
super
Kim
chat, though.
Jong-un. Kim
Gene
Jong-un
Herod,
doesn't know
man.
about the
Thank you so
problems
much for that
Joe has.
sticker of coffee.
We need very
Cheers.
sharp people. I'm sorry. Joe is not qualified for
Thank
this
you for the
position.
reminder.
Yes, indeed.
Joe calls for abolishing
Also got a
cash bail
brofish
and
from
closing
Oklahoma
your
from
prisons.
B
He wants
Baker
to close
1000.
prisons.
Hey, B. Baker.
And he even called law
Brofish from
enforcement the enemy
Oklahoma.
recently. You saw that, the enemy, until his polls started dropping. Then all of a sudden he said, no, we love law enforcement. I think I've gotten every major law enforcement group in the country, right? I even got, you saw recently, I got New York's finest, and they are New York's finest, but they're not allowed to do their job. They're not allowed. We have a radical left mayor who has no clue. He has no clue what's happening to that poor city. I love that city. What's happening to that city? 300%.
Zach
up.
Wild
Look,
says, cheers to
300%
all
in
veterans.
certain
You guys
bad
are
parts of New
amazing.
York.
I would agree
There's no
with that.
reason
Could
for
we get a
this.
F in
And we have
chat
the
for
greatest
our
police. They're
veterans
great. New
and
York's finest,
our
they
first
endorse me.
responders?
Chicago, Fraternal Order of Police, Chicago endorsed me. Oklahoma endorsed me. Texas endorsed me. Florida
That F's
endorsed
for
me.
you, German.
Every place endorsed me.
Thank you for your service.
I didn't know if
And if
Corey
you think
wanted
it's
to be-
easy for New York and Chicago
Is he
and these
here?
different places,
Explicit's
Ohio
in the
endorsed
call-in
me.
line
If
waiting.
you think it's easy for these guys, they
Hey,
never
brother.
endorsed New York. They said they cannot remember ever having
I think you got another person who was wanting to talk. I'm not sure, though.
And they're going against
Hey, what's
their
up, guys?
radical left
Hey,
culture
man,
that's
I'm so
destroying the
sorry.
city.
I wasn't
No, you're
paying
good. I
attention
was
to
eating
my
dinner
list.
and
But how about Chicago? Do you think it's easy for
I was
these
eating
great
dinner and
police in Chicago
hanging
to
with the
endorse
wife.
me? It's not easy, but they felt that they had an obligation to do it. So it just happened. I'm just very honored by it. And Biden's anti-police crusade
everybody?
must stop. It's got to stop. It's got to stop.
Doing pretty
Now,
good. I actually
furthermore,
want to see
the
like
corporations, these
a
poor,
one in the
stupid
chat
people
if
that run,
you
know, they
think
get
Trump's
paid a
the
lot of
way.
money. They're weak, ineffective people, let's face it. They're funding anti-police
I think we know the way.
organizations and other organizations.
Do you
that
know
are-
the way?
It's so embarrassing. And
Do
I don't
you
mean
know
for
the
nothing.
way?
Like,
I know I'm
they
unfortunately
gave
out of vape
$100
juice completely.
million,
No,
$200
I'm
million.
almost out. I have got.
You're
It's a
talking about
priority. I've got
serious
to go to
money.
the
You
vape
know,
shop.
I was supposed to go today, but you know what it's like to not have it.
And these stupid corporations. And they'll be the first to go if the radical
sucks.
left ever
I've got
an
an emergency stash in my
If they were
house
lucky, they'd
of,
just
you
be
know,
thrown out.
first aid stuff,
It would
water,
probably be a lot rougher
toiletries,
than
and
that. These people don't know
about 2
what they're
months worth
getting
of vape
into.
juice.
But instead
Dude,
of giving
Ashton,
money,
you
they
got
should
the
give
setup.
money to
I
the
used to be that
families of the
way,
crime victims
especially
and the
after
fallen
like different
officers.
vape conventions, because they would give a buttload of free juice away.
Oh, yeah.
And especially when I used to work at vape shops, I could have, like you could, like 5 years ago, the last 5 years, I did have that backup. But then I kind of fell out of it, and to where I was just kind of vaping to get by. Just I was still a vapor, never did stop. But I vaped through all that stuff or threw away what had gotten old.
One bad apple, they go on for months.
Got a lot of people, a lot of ones in the chat with some twos sprinkled in.
These are great people.
And that's okay. I mean, it's an American thing to have an opinion in politics. That's fine.
I despise the tribal team mentality that comes along with the two-party system, but at the same time, I don't want a forced one-party system. So
That's what makes America so great.
And we also believe
Step
that if
right
you
to the
murder a
First
police
Amendment.
officer, you should receive the death penalty. And that's something that's...
did you hear him? He just said that if you hurt or kill a police officer,
You should receive the death penalty. Absolutely.
boom, and there's your landslide.
I was
Safety,
waiting for that.
Security. Every now and then I am popping over into Lancaster and Rochester. This is Rochester. This is Lancaster, Pennsylvania.
And you saw a video of that animal that went up
Since you
to
bring
the
that
car.
up,
Did everybody see
Unspecified,
that?
is there any
This animal
exceptions
goes
to
up
that
to
that could
the
be a
car.
thing?
Two
Like,
unsuspecting
is there
fine
ever
people.
any
They were
circumstance
fine
where you
people.
should be able to,
I mean, they're in very grave
hypothetically,
condition, as you know.
you're interacting
Fine
with the police,
people.
like, that
He's
you
an
should be
animal.
able to
And
defend
I called
yourself,
him an
like,
animal,
just your
and I was
personal
criticized
opinion?
by people for calling him an animal. They said he's a human
I
being.
don't
He's
think
not
I
a
can
human
go
being.
into that.
He's an animal. He's not a human being.
Oh,
Joe
no,
Biden
I'm not
opposes
getting
the
on
death
to you.
penalty
It
even
was
for
more of a
cops
joke.
who-
Yeah, man. No,
Yeah,
because
even for these cop
I'm
killers
not
who
for totalitarian
around the
stuff, and I
predators, they
agree.
murder
Don't put your,
children.
don't fight with
People
the
like the
officer. Handle it in
Boston bomber,
court.
he opposes the death penalty
But
for the
if you're
Boston
starting to feel
bomber.
like your
He
life's
wants to
gonna
give
be in danger,
prisoners a vote.
Well,
He
if
wants
there
to have the
was,
Boston
as an
bomber be
example,
able
a
to vote. I
no-knock
don't think
raid,
so.
Boom.
and, you know,
Exactly.
people unannounced are coming into your house, they're not
I don't think
identifying
so. You know who
themselves,
started that?
like,
Bernie Sanders, Crazy Bernie. He wants to have.
would it be legal
Crazy
in that
Bernie
sense
says,
for you to
no,
feel
no,
like
they have
you
to vote,
should
so
be
they- I said,
defending?
well,
Because the
does that
whole
mean
no-knock,
that means everybody that's in
it's just a
prison
bunch
should
of
be entitled
nonsense.
to a vote, right?
What?
It's, I
So
don't
they
know.
actually said, well, what
I
is
feel
that?
like if
What
you're not a
about the
criminal,
Boston bomber? Should he be
you can
entitled?
take those
And Bernie
measures, but if
goes,
you're, I can't. That's a tough one.
he should be entitled.
You shouldn't have anything to worry about
Bernie is
otherwise.
crazy.
You know?
Tom,
You know, the
Tom, you're
fact
on a very good
that we
point.
got a lot of
Keep
We
going
should
with
go
that, 'cause
back
I
to
agree.
how it used to be,
Bernie's right
where
about one thing, Trey.
the home was thought of as
friend and foe,
you know,
rip off the United States. We have
I
made
guess
so
I
many
won't.
great
You know,
trade
but
deals.
very spicy
And you
question,
see it.
Ashton. That's a good question, man. I
USMCA,
think
we
we
got
all
rid of
intellectually
NAFTA,
know the
so
answer,
many.
but we can't necessarily, you know.
That's a
But
good
Biden
Wild
is
West
too weak to be
conversation.
president,
Yeah,
and
Wild
he's
West
an honest
conversation
person.
for sure.
And by the way, he wasn't
But I
smart
think you're onto
25
something,
years
Tom.
ago.
I completely agree.
Everybody knew it.
If you're a criminal,
Now we don't even
or if
have
you're
to
not a
discuss
criminal,
the
you shouldn't
matter.
have anything to worry about.
Right.
But I was
The
going
Patriot
to
Act
say,
there.
when
Oh,
you put
everybody's
that
getting
ad up,
crazy about being recorded. Well, it's not going to be disclosed to anyone. If you ain't got nothing to hide, I said bring it all on. If it's for the betterment or the betterment of the country and the security of our country, these are measures that should be taken.
I know some
Hey, girl.
developers in New York.
Hello.
Hello.
Hey.
Nobody would.
I didn't
Sorry,
know if you
my
wanted to be
friends
pulled
got me
in.
McDonald's.
Oh, you
Huh.
lucky.
From a third-rate
I'm glad you got a break.
His best friend
Gross.
is Obama. Who, by the way,
Lisa
by the
French
way-
says no knock means
by the way,
overwhelming
got
evidence
caught spying on my
declaring
campaign.
you are a criminal.
But not
We got
always,
caught. We
unfortunately.
caught him cold. We have him
And
cold.
Moose
Now
Wayne
let's
also
see what
says
happens.
police get the wrong house a lot too.
Right. And
Yeah, they get false information
Mm-hmm.
just to throw off their trail.
I think the Rand Paul law that he's advocating, that he wrote, the just getting rid of them, I don't know if it's the right thing, but I do think it's a step in the right direction.
No, the Republicans,
I
you know, it's
concur.
interesting. We have much better policy, but the Republicans, they don't fight like Colby. You know who Colby is? You're going to say hello to Colby. They don't fight like Colby. They don't fight to win. They just with better policy, but they're not. They don't have that vicious streak. If this were reversed,
Has there been anything from like Rochester?
They would be in jail for
I
2
think
years
there's a
already,
protester.
And it
Oh,
would be
never
for
mind.
a 50-year
Sorry.
term for treason. That's what it would be. Okay?
Yeah, I do have a link in Rochester.
Yeah, like Rochester, New York, Tom.
But Biden's too scared to stand up to the crazy socialists and
Pun on
never
the
will.
brofish.
He'll never have the strength. And he's going
Thought you
down
said
real fast.
bro-tester.
This right here
And
is
you know, I called for
Rochester,
a drug
guys.
test because you know what? I want a drug test.
It'll be on your screen in
because
just
we
a
don't want
second.
to
Or
have
should
a
be up there. And,
situation
yeah, it should be there
like
now.
we could have with this guy. I watched him in debates with the other 24 lunatics. Right? And he was so bad. No, he was so bad.
This is Lancaster.
You know, maybe
Sorry, guys.
he'll win because they don't like me. They don't like
You're
my
fine.
personality. But I hate to say it. I'm
Just
what
want
you
to say
need.
thank you to Adrian and Chad, modding, all Anastasia was out. Thank you for helping.
Yeah,
Thank
shout out
you
to the mods.
guys.
Thank you so much, Anastasia, and to all the other mods.
There's a link in Link Warriors. Link.
Exactly,
But
and
if
I
Biden
didn't
ever
want a law
did win,
abiding citizen will not shoot
he
at
would
officers
surrender your
identifying
country to the
themselves
mob,
coming
you know
in with
that.
a warrant
And he
signed.
will have nothing to
Judge,
do with
that's
it.
right.
It's not him.
But
I mean, he's going to be pushed around. And she's, by the way, just so you know
Others
what
will.
you're going to get, she's considered far more liberal than Bernie Sanders. How about that? That's what you're going to have.
This is in Lancaster.
I don't think your state is into that. Unlike
It'll
Biden,
switch.
I'll always stand with the heroes of law enforcement.
44 in chat. Do you have any sources for that, or where you might
And
have
I'm
heard that
deeply honored
speculated?
to have
Because
gotten all of
it's
those
common
endorsements.
practice
That
for
to me is a
enforcement
really
to get
big deal.
subs
That to
from
me is
other
really a big deal.
surrounding
I just wanna
agencies
thank
or
all of them, including
supersedes.
the National Troopers
Yeah,
Association
curious about that.
Coalition just came in. We also received the endorsement, total and complete endorsement from the Public Safety Alliance of Nevada and the Las Vegas Police Protective Association from Nevada.
Teamwork makes the dream work.
And I want to thank for that Steve
And we
Brown,
are the
who's
Unspecified.
with us tonight. Where's Steve? Is Steve here? Steve, thank you.
The Unspecified
Thank you.
Piranha.
That's a big deal.
Brofish.
Make sure they get out and
if you will.
vote, Steve, because they're playing around with the ballots, okay? You know, your governor.
I don't
So
know
we
if
had
that's a
many
thing,
sites,
but
by the way, all
it's silly. I
exterior
like
sites,
it.
all outside. Today you'll hear these phonies back there. Well, look at that.
All right, there's a link
No, today you're going to hear them.
in
They'll
Link
say,
Warriors.
oh, it was in... Well, the reason it was we
What
had
does the F
5
mean,
sites,
Christy
all
Riviera?
outside
It's
sites, like last night.
F for
Tremendous
respects.
room.
It's a video game meme
Great
that
gentleman
we've been
who owns
doing.
this building said,
There's a
"Super
super
chat."
chat.
Hey, Mo Pollock, thank you so much for that super sticker. Cheers. Thank you so much for that. F equal.
I want to thank you. This is the most important election in the history of our country. At no time before has there been a clearer choice between two parties, two visions, two philosophies, two agendas for the future. Joe Biden spent the last 47 years selling out America. Look at what he's
Let
done.
me scroll. Sorry,
Everything
see
he's
if I
done
can find
was
it.
wrong. He always voted the wrong way.
Adrian.
Even his Secretary of Defense, his Secretary of State,
Unspecified
they said he
people
always
fancy
voted
now.
the wrong way.
In the chat.
He was offshoring your jobs,
Hold on.
throwing open your borders,
Adrian,
depleting
can you
our
specify if
military,
that
and
was for Rod?
sacrificing your children's future to China and other faraway
Sorry,
lands.
guys, I couldn't hear you.
25.
I've spent the last 40
What's up?
Just talking to Adrian. Speaking to Adrian in chat, 25 shots heard, police and ambulance
Only in
everywhere.
Nevada can you.
Constantine reports, so curious about
I
that.
would never say it. So what did you say? Okay. This way I can't get in trouble. I've
Sherry
spent the last
LeBlanc
4 years
says,
bringing our
Landon and
jobs back
Tiff,
to America,
how are y'all
securing
feeling
our
about the
borders,
weather?
rebuilding
Yeah, I
our
just pulled up
military,
the radar here.
and standing up to China like no other president has ever
As
done.
I've said before, for the last hurricanes, I'm very used to
If
the
Biden
storms
wins,
coming at
China
us in
wins.
this,
If Biden wins,
Gulf
the mob
region
wins.
here,
If
this Gulf of
Biden
Mexico
wins, the
region.
rioters and anarchists and look, you see what's going on. The arsonists and flag
Tiff
burners.
is slightly
How
on
about the flag
edge.
burning? I
She's
would
keeping
love,
it, wanting, we've got go bags ready if the
I would
water
love to have
rises
a
or something
law.
like that.
This is so sad what's going on. When I see the American flag burn, I get so angry. I get so angry. I would love to have a law. It has to go through a big process. You burn the flag, you go to jail for 1 year. I would love to see it. I would love
You
to
burn the flag, you go to jail for 1 year, he says.
I would love to see it.
What do you guys think? If you burn the flag, should you go to jail for 1 year? Put one in the chat if you think you should.
I would love to see it.
Is there a vote for a longer sentence?
Yeah, 2 for 5 year mandatory.
No, it's just make an example out of some. It'll make an example the most.
If I were a congressman
Exactly.
or a senator,
I'll say 5 years
oh
solitary
freedom
confinement.
of speech. That's not freedom of speech.
Or
Burn the
more.
flag, you
That's,
should go to
I
jail
mean, that's
for 1
treason.
year. I really mean that.
2
They'll say,
means
oh, it's
5 years.
horrible. He's against free speech. No, we're not. We're not against free speech. But I'm running for re-election to bring back the tremendous prosperity that we enjoyed before the plague came in, and it's happening very fast.
So he's calling it the plague.
And I'm running for your state. I
What
love
do you
this
guys
state.
think about that?
You know, I put a lot of money in this state, and it's been a great investment, and we want to keep this state strong, not for that reason, by the way, for other reasons, because this is a great place. You have a governor right now who's a political hack.
Ooh, he just called the governor of Nevada a political hack.
We want to put violent criminals behind bars and tell your governor to open up your
He
state.
does that a
by
lot
the
with
way.
people that,
Open up your
no,
state.
get on his bad side.
Ricky Winchester agrees with explicit German. He says, I agree with whoever was talking in chat. Burning the flag
just
means
so you know,
treason
these
to me.
shutdowns, we did the right thing.
Hear, hear.
We had the greatest economy in the history of the world. They came in.
Many will
we
disagree,
were all
though.
seeing what was happening.
Many.
We closed up.
Mhm.
I mean, you know how you're presiding over the greatest economy in history.
They have that
And
right
a group
to.
of very smart
Oh, yeah,
people walk
absolutely.
in and say, sir, we
You
have
can
to
agree to
close it.
disagree there, and
And
still
we did
have
the
civil
right thing.
discourse
We
and dialogue.
closed it. Well, actually, he didn't think we should close it yet, but later on he said, we did the right thing. We closed it. We closed it.
Try
We
doing that in
saved
China.
Millions of lives. If we wouldn't have
You know?
closed it, we would have been
Yeah.
talking 2.5
Exactly.
to 3 million. We're at 180. It's far too much. But we would have been talking about it would have been unacceptable, unsustainable. It would have been so bad. Think of it. We're at 180,000. Other countries.
Hey, Landon, I'm going
are
to
doing terribly. Did you see
send
the
you a link
statistics of us
for
compared to other countries, us compared to Europe,
a
us
different
compared to-
weather update.
We have done an
A
incredible
different
job.
weather
we get absolutely
update.
no credit for the job we've done, and I don't want it myself, but I want it for the admirals and the generals and Mike Pence.
Ooh, Thingamajigger says 3 immediately kicked out of the country.
I like that idea too.
Houston, 10 years imprisonment.
And Joe Biden
Federal
was against
statute.
it.
Yeah,
Remember, he was
superseding
totally
states
against closing. He said, oh,
jurisdiction.
he's xenophobic.
Anybody up for an unpopular
I wanted
opinion?
it closed, and nobody
Absolutely.
else did. At that time, nobody else did. I was
I
way
believe
early.
if it's
You know,
your
this-
flag, you bought it with
I
your
was
money,
months early.
you
Nancy
should have the
Pelosi
right
was
to
a
do
month
with
and a
it
half
what you
later saying,
please.
come to Chinatown.
Do I believe it's poor taste?
Let's
Absolutely.
come to Chinatown. And Sleepy Joe was totally, he thought
Oh,
what
crap.
I was doing was terrible.
This
Then
is
all of a
coming
sudden,
right
now I
for
see him
us.
saying, he should have closed it earlier. This guy, you know, the great thing about the age in which we live? It's
If
all
you remember,
down
this
to
is the one that we were tracking
I've got a reel on
off
him.
stream a couple days ago.
We call it Biden's best. You got to hear this. But we want to ensure the future
What's
of
its,
America,
is it a
not the
tropical
future of
storm,
China
a
and other
hurricane
countries,
classification?
because if we win, America wins. And it's all about America first. You know, you've had presidents, they never put America
I would say tropical storm.
They didn't take care of our country, but we're taking
Looks
care
like
of
it'll
our
hit
country.
land
Joe Biden cannot
Tuesday at
lead
1
our
a.m.
country because he really doesn't believe truly in our country. But I think that's a very strong statement. I don't think he has a clue, I'll be honest. The people that push him around don't believe in our country.
Guys, I think we're
Because he
seeing a
agreed to a
lull
manifesto with
in
Gracie Barra,
protest
right? It's
because
called the
something
manifesto.
big is coming
You know
for
why it's
DC.
called the
That's what I really
manifesto?
think.
Because this
That's
is
where they're
beyond
getting bussed
socialism.
into.
This is a word that starts with a C.
Did you
not
see
an
the
S.
image from Florida with
That's where
those
they're coming
coach buses they have? There was like 20
That's
of
what
them
they're
side by
coming
side.
from. At Biden's convention, they decried America wicked, and they were saying it's wicked, sinful, it's destined for a fate of doom and despair. That was, by the way, that was the most depressing convention. We had a great convention.
Guys, if you haven't already,
We had a great
we have an awesome Discord server. I'm sure most of you that are here are already members, are already joined in.
They actually said America
But I'm
wasn't
going to drop
great.
the link.
They actually said that.
And I know
America was
Anastasia's
never
been
great.
on
You
it.
know who said that? Cuomo, the governor of New York.
Who's the bomb bigger than
America
the
wasn't
bee's knees? I'm so
I don't know if he's
thankful
going to
for
get
her.
away with that one. That's gonna
Crap,
haunt
she
him.
beat me to it. I couldn't even get it.
You see?
America wasn't great. Him and his brother Fredo. You ever watch Fredo?
And please, if you haven't already, guys, smash that like button. It really helps us with
His
the
ratings aren't
algorithm.
very good, so you probably don't. But we know the truth. America is the most exceptional nation on earth, and our destiny is blessed by God.
A president that mentions God. Wow.
What? No way.
Unheard of.
Blasphemy.
We love this nation with all of our heart and soul.
So it looks like that storm's like
and we will
156
always
miles
take
away
care of
off
our
the
nation. You know, we have a little expression.
southeastern tip of the state.
What's happened. And you know, we had it done. Now I say, make America great again, again.
Make
Comma.
America
I
great
go,
again,
comma,
again.
again.
He's adding A's.
And that's
So
what
now
we're doing at
it's
a record
official.
clip.
You
They've
guys can
never had
go
a clip like this with
MAGA.
jobs and everything else. You see the
Hey,
numbers. On November 3rd, Nevada will decide whether we will quickly return to record prosperity, and we're doing it. We're going to have a tremendous year next year. Or whether we'll allow Joe Biden and the group of handlers to impose a $4 trillion tax hike, ban American energy, destroy our suburbs, demolish our
It's a fun
Second
little toy.
Amendment, and indoctrinate your children with a poisonous anti-American lie.
Huh.
Thing is creepy.
Just
That's just
creepy.
creepy. It is, man. It is creepy.
Yeah,
but,
get him
you
out of
know.
here, would you, please?
Ooh, a beer fest reference. Byron says all those illegals in the protests can get can in fact get Das Boot.
Get Das Boot.
Das Boot. Das Boot.
In the Wild West chat, remember when they were discussing dumping a box of something on top of some people?
Your mic is killing me, Smalls. What's going down in
No.
the Wild West?
Chad, can you? I don't.
I love this. Marlboro Man put this image of Jon Snow going up against all those horses in that like scene. So it looks like they're kicking somebody out.
Under my leadership, we built the greatest economy in the world. He's going home to mom.
Is that better?
And now we're doing it again. We're developing a vaccine in record
What's up,
time.
Chad?
The other administration
Is that
would have been
better?
years, and
Yes,
we're
sir.
almost there. It's going to be announced very
I
soon.
just didn't
we'll
know what
be ready
you
before
were
the end of
referring
the year.
to. Sorry, I didn't see
And
what
we
you
will
were
very easily
talking about. I
defeat the
wasn't sure if
China
I was leaving
virus.
you
That's
hanging,
what's
bro.
happening, and we're
Well, a
already
couple
making
days ago,
that
they
turn.
were
We're making that
discussing,
round, beautiful last turn.
a certain kind of
but it should
toy,
have never happened.
dumping it on
China should have never let that
protesters,
happen.
and
they should have stopped it in China.
I think the
Under my
Trump balls would be
administration,
much more
before the
effective.
virus, we quickly achieved the lowest unemployment rate in
My
Nevada's history,
my sister,
and we'll soon be there
my
again.
parents' anniversary of the
See
11th,
what's
she went into a bakery and she went in and they
guy
had
like
these
Biden
cookies,
would
right?
totally
And you know how on a
eradicate
cake you can get like an
Nevada's
image, like a
economy.
photorealistic image of like a
He
person
would
or a
make
baby
it
or whatever.
impossible for you to compete,
And they had
he's already said if the
red
doctors
ones
suggested
with
it, he would
a
shut
certain
down the country
candidate's face
again.
on it.
We're not shutting
And
down
then
our
they had
country.
blue ones with a certain candidate face on it. And my sister got the last red one, but she said, man, there was a ton of blue ones left. And I thought about it, and I was like, I really wouldn't want to get caught with a blue one in my hand and that face.
You're living through it right now. You know,
Oh,
there aren't
man.
many states that are shut down.
No, but,
But,
Tom, you
North
have to
Carolina,
please
your
go back
state,
to that cookie
but North
place
Carolina,
and just
we're
buy
not,
one
you
for
know,
me, a Biden
take a look
cookie,
at
and
North
take a picture of
Carolina,
yourself
Pennsylvania
just
shut down.
passionately smelling the cookie.
No,
not doing well.
I knew
And
you were
they
gonna-
all have Democrat
Someone was like,
governors.
I have a
And
really
you know, when you
lefty
look at the
neighbor, and I
suicide
don't know
rates,
what to say to her. And I'm
when you
like,
look at all
look,
of the
I mentioned the
suicide,
cookies.
all
I was
of the
like, look,
domestic
we
violence,
fill it up with
the
a bunch of
drugs,
red
all
ones,
of the
and we put a
problems,
single blue
we
one
can't have it.
underneath it.
We can't have
And
it.
when she
Open
opens
up
it
your
up and she
state. You
gets
gotta open
triggered,
up your state.
you say, oh my
It's all
God, they got the
political.
order wrong. I
It's
can't
all
believe it.
political.
And you keep that one blue one in
It's
there
all
for like
political.
plausibility. But I was like, you got to get it
November
recorded
4th,
though.
they'll announce we're going to open up the states. They're only
That
doing
would be
it
hilarious.
Sealed box,
to affect
right?
your November 3rd great election, most important election. Biden will always do whatever the radical left demands. And if elected, his radical
So he says that
supporters
Biden
won't
will
just be
always
causing
do what the
mayhem on
radical left
streets, they'll
commands.
be running the Department of Justice,
Yeah.
the Department of Homeland Security, and by the way, the United States Supreme Court. And we will have a very different country. You know, the next president probably will have anywhere 1, 2, 3, or 4 Supreme Court justices. So if you want your Second Amendment, if you want life, if you want so many other things, even having to do with your military, even having to do with your vets, if you want things, you've got to have the court. Because, you know, they'll last for 25, 30, 40 years. They're put on as young people, and they stay a long time. Our country will never be the same. We'll never be able to
Crypto's,
recover
sorry,
from it.
I don't want to interrupt
So you
the
got to
speech.
get out on November 3rd or early voting. You got to get out and vote. And you could send your ballot, and then you have to check that your ballot's counted, because they might not count your ballot in this state. They may not count your ballot. But we're looking to save, and we're going to save America. We're not going to let that happen. So, we're joined tonight by 2 terrific congressional candidates that have been just incredible in the job they've done.
I don't know what happened. Wow.
America First should be live streaming it as well.
I'll work on that right away.
The job they've done in their campaign. They
I think we
beat
got it
people
back.
that were very good, very talented, great politicians, and they won. Dan, where is he? Dan Rodemer.
Buffering.
Dan Rodemer. Dan Rodemer. And we're with you all the way,
There's a
Dan.
ton of people watching the speech.
And Jim Marchant.
David,
Jim, thank you very much. Thank you, Jim. So we're backing you all the way. You got to get them in. We will take back the House. You know why? Because people cannot stand Nancy Pelosi. They don't like Nancy Pelosi. Even the woman that owns the beauty parlor turned her in. Can you believe that? Thank you, Michael. Nancy former Pelosi's Attorney General Adam Laxalt. She thought it was disgraceful. But that's what we're dealing with, a bunch of phonies. But you guys, we have your back 100%. Tremendous Michael, you'll make sure, and personality, to put it mildly. I also want to. She's tough, and she's introduce and thank. He's done a fantastic job. Nevada Republican Party Chairman Michael McDonald. And a friend of mine, and thank you, Michael, your former Attorney General, Adam Laxalt. And a person with tremendous spirit and personality, to put it mildly. She's tough, but she's very kind. She's a great person, Kimberly Guilfoyle. Thank you, Kimberly. Thank you. Thank you, Kimberly. The owner of the Chicago Cubs, and he's in first place, so he's very happy. The RNC Finance Chairman, Todd Ricketts. Where's Todd? Todd, thank you. Great. Go win that pennant, Todd. Win the pennant. one of the best people ever to work for me in government. He's tough, he's smart, he can be vicious, but he's just fair more than anything else. But
Crowd's
he is
starting
a
to gather in
talented
Times
guy
Square.
with tremendous energy and tremendous brain power, Rick Grinnell. Thank you, Rick. And here he is again because they're going to try and find out, man, what's this guy manufacturing? You know, this is a manufacturing building. And outside, 25 to 30,000 people. Everyone's saying, what the hell is he manufacturing? Maybe he's manufacturing Trump. I don't know. He's manufacturing something pretty good. They're going to be giving you a lot. But again, Don, thank you very much. Don Ahan. Thank you, Don. Thank you, Don. Also, a Las Vegas legend, Rick Harrison. Rick, thank you, Rick. You are a legend, aren't you, huh? Great job you've done. Great job you've done. A friend of mine for a long time. You know, years ago, he was looking for a place. Can I tell this story just quickly? Do you mind? He was looking for a place, and they said, well, that sport's never going to make it. It's too violent. They just don't know how violent the American people are, do they? They never quite figured that out. No, they said, no, it'll never make it. There's nobody like this guy, I'm telling you. I always say it's a great sport. Without him, I don't know what they'd do. I don't know if it could. I don't know if anything would make it. He could
Not
do
seeing
anything.
very much, guys.
He is so smart,
But that's
so
fine.
tough, so cunning. He's been a friend of mine for a long time. I've been a friend of
Not
his, but I
necessarily
gave
bad
him a
thing,
place a long time ago. And all I know is just like we have outside, we had lines. I said, what the hell's going on here, Dana? This place
We will
is
be
packed.
continually
Right? We were
monitoring
packed. We had thousands of people that
potential
couldn't get
riots
in.
and protests.
And I was so nice. I said, let's do it again, Dana, please.
And the Trump footage.
And we did it again and again and again. And it became the
But if
UFC,
it lulls out
and
too
he
much,
sold it,
we
and as a big
might
chunk
just
of it, but he
start
got $4 billion when he
hanging
sold
out,
it.
if that's okay with you
$4
guys.
billion.
Hey, Landon.
Hey, bro.
I sent you a link.
You with all the damn.
It's extremely graphic, but it's from the footage of the in Rochester that the guy that got shot.
Graphic?
It is caution graphic. It's the police officer's body cam.
Oh no.
It was released like
messaged this to
12
me.
minutes ago. I did.
Oh,
And Dana brought along a few
all
of
right,
his
I guess I'll
friends,
react to
and,
this
these are
live
not
or
people
what?
you wanna pick a
No,
fight.
man, this is gonna put me in a bad place, isn't it?
Because under those beautiful
Watch it
suits,
first.
a lot of
It's
muscle, a lot of
around the
power,
two.
a lot of genius for fighting. and
Around
for
the
other
150 mark.
A lot of genius
I got you.
under
I would
those
go ahead
I
and
would
skip
start
to
there.
members of the UFC
139.
community. So here's a man who's been. He used to walk into that ring.
Guys,
he
I'm
still
watching
does, and
watching
he's,
officer-involved
as good
shooting
as there is in the world. Number one in the
from
world.
today,
Chat
correct?
advise.
You
Your
don't
audio
want
is
to
a
pick a
little bit
fight
low
with
with
him
the
about.
phone.
Let's say you had a fight, and you happen to meet
Nine
Colby
is?
Covington.
Oh,
You say,
no.
"What's your
Chat.
name?"
Oh no.
And he said, my name's Colby Covington.
Where'd he go?
And you know, the first time I saw Covington and then Colby, he walks into the
I believe this was
The link
one
will
where they
be
were
in
claiming.
Discord, guys. The link will be in Discord.
It said, keep America.
Oh my
It says,
gosh.
make
Yeah.
America.
Alright,
He
I got
should
it.
be
I got it
someone
posted.
in someplace. He doesn't care.
Did you put
It's
it
in
in
Link.
It's
It's in Link
graphic?
Warriors.
But
Okay,
this
and
was the
caution
same day
graphic.
that we
The link
had
is in the
Okay.
Discord, guys.
our conservative reporter beat the
I'll
hell out of
take
my
it
dad.
off
That's why
of
he's got a big
Link
trouble
Warrior.
for doing what he did.
No, you're
then he
fine.
walks
Link
in
Warriors should
wearing
also have a
that.
caution.
Keep America great.
Oh,
He
Anastasia,
wears
holy
that,
crap. Thank you so much, guys.
and he's
Anastasia,
going
a special
like
shout out
this,
to
because
Anastasia.
this was a big
Please
story. You remember
drop your
looking
links,
for
guys.
that
Go
guy.
follow
Real.
Anastasia
Reporter, not a
on
fighter. He
Facebook,
wasn't a fighter.
Discord, and
If-
subscribe to
and it
her
was 10
YouTube channel.
people against one. Now, if we had 10 people against
Please.
that one,
Location
those
is
10
in New
people
York.
would be in serious trouble. They said, "What the hell?"
Is
But
that
I'd
better,
like
Tom?
to introduce Colby
Yes, much better.
Covington, great fighter. Great
But I believe that was
Fresh
the
graphic.
starting of the protest earlier this evening when they tried to say that
He is a
he was
great
shot in the
fighter.
back, or I could be getting them mixed up with two different incidents.
The fellow I just watched
3
was
months
not
ago, I
shot
saw
in
him
the
fight a
back.
guy, he looked
Correct.
like, it
Not
was
at all. He
impossible
was
to beat. I never saw muscles.
clearly
Muscles
not
on
turned
muscles
around.
on muscles. And
Oh,
Kobe's
he's
a
running
very
at
fit
the,
guy and, you know, fantastic, but he
There is
didn't
a
look
sweet
quite
spot
the
for
same.
Discord. I'm trying
It
to
wasn't
find it.
even a contest. It went
Your
a
Honor.
few rounds, and it was like I
Stand by.
couldn't
I'm gonna
believe
play
what
it
you
now.
did. He took them apart so
Jeremy,
easily. It
that
was
link
like
you just
an
posted.
easy day at the office.
Copy.
So you have to explain that to me someday, Colby. But we love you, man. You're with us, and we're with you.
All right, so some stuff is popping up.
Another great champion, Justin
Lancaster,
Please stand up,
Lincoln,
Justin.
Nebraska, Denver, Colorado. And we still
Justin
got Trump.
Gaethje, thank you. And you feel good about that fight?
I'm sorry, we just lost that feed.
We're going to be watching. It's right before the election, but I think I'm going to be watching, okay? I'll be watching. You better believe it. That's going to be an incredible fight. Good luck. Good luck, Justin. Great fighter.
Whoa.
And also, Ali Abdulaziz, right?
Tom, weren't you
Abdulaziz.
going to go back to
Great guy.
Crypto's message?
Norm Monsta in the
Thank you
chat
very
says,
much.
was he armed? And
These
I
are great
believe
people.
the
They have so
report
many
says
people
that
at
he
the
had a
UFC,
knife.
And they've been big fans of us. They love our country.
And he was
They
from the
love our
video I
country,
just
so-
watched and is also in the
And we
caution
love them,
graphics
and
section in the Discord.
Nobody like our Dana.
it
Thank
did-
you,
Paused.
Dana,
He's
very
holding a
much.
knife in his
Great
hand.
honor.
Yeah, he was running at the officer with intensity.
Tonight, we're also
Very
praying
fast.
for everyone throughout the West
I
affected
would
by
say
the
he had full
devastating
intention to-
wildfires. We want
He was
really forest
mid-swing,
management.
one struck.
We want forest management. My administration is closely coordinating with the
Anastasia,
state
thank
and
you.
local leaders with
Yes,
the governor.
and this actually is
and
for
we
you,
thank
German.
the more than 28,000 firefighters
Someone in
and first
chat had
responders
mentioned
courageously
flag
braving
code
the danger and the
in
lie.
the U.S., and they hadn't looked at it in a while, and I know that you have knowledge in that area of expertise, sir.
And I'm going there tomorrow. I'll be going to California tomorrow. We have meetings
German.
with FEMA and
Swiss
all
German,
of the
yeah.
different people.
What's up?
Someone in chat had mentioned that they hadn't looked at the
Well,
flag
it'll
code
be-
for
it'll
the
be
United
amazing to
States
see.
in
It's,
some time, and I knew that you had
It's
knowledge
like the
in
biggest
that
we've
area of
ever had.
specificity.
It's crazy. It's
I don't
crazy what's
know if
going
it's been updated
Thousands and
or not. I
thousands
mean, I
and
just know
thousands
that
of acres. It's crazy.
the rules for
So we're
displaying
gonna be
care
there
of the
tomorrow.
flag
We'll be with the governor.
is
We're also going to various other places. We
You
have
know,
Washington also is
as
in big
follows.
trouble in Oregon.
you know
I
the
spoke
the
with
big
governor of
the
Oregon,
first
and,
one is
they're having,
not
they've
dropping
never
it,
had anything
putting it
like
on the ground.
And of course, they also have a place called
Yeah.
Portland, and we will put that fire out. Just tell us to put it out, Governor.
I mean,
That
there are
fire will
certain
put out.
like regulations
That's a
regarding
much easier fire to put out. It would
retiring
take
or
us less than
disposal
half an
of
hour.
flags.
Oh yeah.
We've spent the last 4 years reversing the damage done by Joe Biden and all of the damage that him and his thought process has inflicted over a 47-year period. We passed record-setting tax cuts and record-setting regulation cuts. We achieved American energy independence. Nobody thought it was possible. When Biden pledged to abolish the production of American oil and shale and clean coal and natural gas, which is very clean, and he wanted to
Wow.
ban fracking, we said, no, we're not doing that. For 47 years,
BG in
Biden
chat,
crushed the dreams of American workers
says he's
to
half
enrich foreign countries. That's what
Taiwanese,
happened.
had over
Look,
50
he
plus
says he's
family
gonna
members
change.
executed by the
He's
CCP.
been there for 47 years.
If
and
I
you
had
know that
known
he's been there till
Dems would
3.5
ever
years
cater
ago,
to the
so it's
far
not
left,
like
I
he
never
hasn't
would
done
have
it for 20.
followed that
He
group.
was there recently. They didn't do it, and you don't change.
Sorry
and
to
you
hear
always
that.
go back to the first statement. And his first statement was anti-religion. His first statement was anti-fracking, anti-energy.
Well, at least he
His
knows
first
now.
statement was anti all of the things, but it was really anti-gun, anti-Second
Where there's
Amendment.
life, there's hope.
He even put this whack job. He even put Beto O'Rourke. Beto.
I'm thankful for that.
They said Beto is Spanish. I said, how does the Beto go with the O'Rourke? They said, well, he wanted the Spanish vote, so his father calls him Beto. What's that? Does that sound a little bit phony? Because we had a poll today, and Hispanics are at 52% for Trump and 40-something for Biden. Never happened before.
It's also on
Never happened.
Caution graphic channel in our Discord. We have the links to that shooting body cam
They've
footage
never seen that
of the
before.
officer.
I love the Hispanics.
And just Valentinus in chat. The First Amendment is our core principle here, both here on Riot Buddies for Life, which is our
But the
Facebook group.
Democrats champion
If people
NAFTA,
could engage in public discourse without
TPP, the horrible
disrespecting
South
one
Korea
another
deal,
or
South Korea
others
deal,
with flagrant
Hillary Clinton,
disregard,
crooked Hillary, she
there
said,
wouldn't be
we will
a need
create
to,
250,000
so,
jobs. I say it all
I
the
hope that
time.
addresses that.
We will do this deal with South Korea. We will create 250,000. And she was right. But they were created for South Korea.
And sometimes
not for us.
YouTube
We didn't
hides
get
the
anything.
comment all on
And
its
we
own.
renegotiated
Automatically,
it.
it's not even us.
Yeah.
That's
And he was there
not,
for
yeah,
China's
exactly.
entry into the World Trade Organization earlier this year.
There are sometimes
I kept
we're
my
given the
promise to
option,
American workers.
but
When
I'll
we
tell you
ended
from
the NAFTA
experience,
nightmare and we
if you
signed the brand
constantly
new
override
US-Mexico
their
Canada
suggestion,
agreement into law. Great deal for us.
yeah, you're not
That's a
live
great
very
deal.
long.
And by the way, our stock market is setting records, I hate to say, in the middle of a pandemic, but hopefully as we round that final turn on the
Orange
pandemic, we're
Man,
setting records with
the
the stock
people
market. Your
protesting the
401ks
past
are
week in
doing very
Rochester
well.
up
Your
there,
stocks are doing very
yeah,
well.
that's what it was over. It was a police-involved shooting.
And you know what? If something would happen where he'd get in, and there's a headwind, believe it or not, that stock market would be much higher. But there's a headwind on the possibility.
Adrian asked how do you retire a flag?
But I'll tell you what, if he ever got in, you would have
According
a market
to
crash,
United
the
States
likes
flag
of which
code,
this country has never seen before.
it
Just
is to be
remember it.
basically if it's
remember
in such condition that
because
it
what
is
they
no
wanna do
longer
is crazy. The Green New Deal,
an emblem to
$100
display.
trillion.
So if it's
The Green New
undisplayable in its perfect
That's more money
condition,
than we could make in 1,000
it
years.
is
$100
to be
trillion.
destroyed
I don't
dignifiedly,
like that building. The windows are too big. What do you rip it down and build a new one? Oh, good. That's
mainly by like burning it,
I
but
say
not
if the
just throw it
US
on the
auto
ground and burn
industry,
it.
By withdrawing from the last administration's job-killing catastrophe,
Absolutely.
the
There's another way where you are.
and
to
we're
bury
building
the
many auto plants. You know that.
Yeah, that
Some
after
here,
the flag is
but we're
completely
building many auto
consumed, the
plants
fire
in
should then be safely extinguished and the ashes
If we don't
buried.
win Michigan
Yep.
after all those auto plants, and I don't know, but it's been tough. But we won it last time, and we're showing a poll
And then
that
if you're
just came
not
out that
sure
we're 2 points
on
up in Michigan. That's very
actually
good.
doing it
That's very
yourself, there are
I took
groups
the
that will do
toughest
it
ever
for you,
action
like
to
the Boy
stand up to
Scouts, the
China.
Girl
Take it to
Scouts.
the fire department.
I was going to say
Biden's agenda is
VFWs.
made in
Yep.
China. My agenda
Veterans
is
of
made in the
foreign wars
USA.
also.
That's what it is.
I've been to some ceremonies where the flag will actually be cut in quarters and then put in wooden boxes from the four corners of the country and burned and buried as well.
For the last 4 years, I've been delivering for our incredible Hispanic community. I'm fighting for school choice, safe neighborhoods, low taxes, low regulations on all Hispanic-owned small business, and they are great business people. And they understood that.
All right, I am no longer as
They
distracted as
understood
I
that.
was. What's
They
up? So
understood
sorry,
it all.
guys.
And by the way, there's nobody that knows
We're just
the
talking
southern
about
border
proper
better than
methods to
I call them
retire
the
or
Hispanics,
dispose
I
of
call
a
them
flag.
Latino, you know, I say, what do you prefer? It's very interesting. Some say, call us Latino. Others say, call us Hispanic. Others say, call us whatever the hell you want. We love you. We love you. But our Hispanic population knows our southern border better
That's
than
super chat,
anybody
though.
else.
Oh my
And they
gosh.
don't
Oh my
want criminals
gosh.
coming across.
Mayhem
They
Gunner.
want people to come
Oh.
across. But they want them
Dude,
to come across legally. And we have
holy
the strongest
crap,
southern border
Brofist.
now that we've ever
This just in. One of Biden's campaign staff found him in his basement closet
Democrats and
urinating
Biden would be a
on the
disaster
floor
for
with a
Hispanic
bedpan
Americans.
lodged
He's pledged
on
to
his
wage
left foot
attacks on Catholic
while streaming
organizations like the Little
cuties on a
Sisters of
tablet. When asked
They're fighting
what
him.
he was
He supports
what? I'm sorry, guys.
taxpayer-funded extreme late-term
What
abortion.
he was doing, he replied, sometimes when I close my eyes, I can't see
Extreme
anything.
late-term.
Hashtag forget
He would allow
me not.
left-wing anarchists to
Wow.
burn down your businesses.
Holy
He would
crap.
hand
so
over your
much.
jobs to
Thank you.
China
Thank you
and
so
your
much for that,
country
my man.
to the
Bro fist,
socialists
mayhem.
And beyond the socialists.
Bro fist.
What the
The
F?
Democrat Party also continues to attack our
there was
incredible
also
border
a picture
agents, more
taken
than
or
half
an
of
enlarged
whom happen
screenshot
to
of a
be
teleprompter
Hispanic
off a
Americans,
reflection from one of
okay?
the pictures in his
And they're great.
wherever he's
And I want to thank
doing his
not only
streams
law
from
enforcement,
or
but a big
statements
part of
from
law
that are
enforcement, of the
recorded,
Border Patrol and the ICE agents.
which he's
They're-
denied, but we all knew it was there.
You know, the ICE agents Dana could sign some of them up. The ICE agents, they go into like a pack. They call it a pack. They go into a pack of MS-13 fighters. These are criminals. And they do it like it's routine. You don't want that job. Nobody, I don't see any of the people, male or female, sitting in this audience that wants that job, ICE. They take out thousands and thousands of MS-13 killers a year and bring them the hell back out of our country. All around our
Adrian
country, our
says that
communities
super
are
chat
protected by
deserves a cold
Hispanic
one.
American heroes
It sure
and law
does.
enforcement, and they deserve unwavering gratitude. And I want
That
to just
deserves
thank
like
you all.
the chugging of like 2 whole ones.
Yeah.
With
What a
us
kind
tonight
person.
are members of the
I'll take 2
National
shots.
Border
Yeah,
Patrol
Tiff.
Council,
I need 2
and they
shots.
are great friends
You
of
know
us.
what?
Want to
I
just
have
thank
this
them.
rum right
The
behind me
official
for emergency
union
purposes,
of our
just
nation's
such as this.
incredible Border Patrol agents. And you know what?
Ah,
They're not
so the
supposed
rum
to
is
do it,
shot of
but
rum
they
to
did it
work
anyway.
things out.
They endorsed me.
This one's for you, Mayhem.
I want to thank Brandon Judd, who's here.
I hope you're
And
ready
Art
to
Del Tito.
rumble.
Art,
I even have an
Emphasis
emergency
on
shot glass.
where is Brandon? Oh, look at these guys. Look, they're ready. They're ready to fight.
He's honoring and he's shouting out his law enforcement that are there.
Hey, Brandon. Art. So pick out your toughest guy. I want to see whether
And
or
honestly,
not
he was always like this
he can take Colby in a fight.
before Law and Order.
Don't do
Did
it.
you hear that cork?
Thank you very much. Thanks, fellas. We appreciate it very much.
This is for you,
Thanks.
bud.
Great job, too. Great job. My administration has achieved the most secure border in American history. We
You might
ended
want to let
catch
it
and
breathe for a
release.
few seconds.
We stopped asylum fraud.
Cheers,
We've
guys.
deported 20,000 gang members and over half
Chad
a
said I should
million
let it breathe.
criminal aliens. We built over 320 miles as of
Cheers
today,
to you,
border
Mayhem.
wall.
Cheers, brother.
And we're adding 10 new miles every single week. We're doing about 10 miles a week. And we'll be finished with the wall very shortly. And you think that was an easy one? That was not an easy one. We were fought. You know, 2 things, and I say it. 2 things
got
that
me.
never get old. Remember, the Democrats are saying a wall won't
Holy
work. Well, really, tell me
guacamole.
about it. Wall works. That's one of the reasons our numbers are so good. But 2 things that will never get old. Never. You know what they are? A wall and a wheel. A wall and a wheel. Never get old. A wall. You know, I see so many things, and I see all these businesses, computers. You come up with a new chip. You come up
Wow.
with a new
I
computer.
got one more to
you
do.
come up with a new laptop. 3 weeks later, you buy it. 3 weeks later,
Didn't
it's obsolete.
specify on time in between, so
But a
don't
wall
feel
will
pressured.
never be obsolete. And a wheel will never be obsolete. You come back in 1,000 years,
I'm
a
for
wall
that.
and a wheel.
One of
Thanks to our
these days we
powerful
have
new
to see him
security
just
measures,
line
we've
them up.
doubled the amount of meth seized at the border over the last year. We've doubled it. We invested
Getting you to drink is
$2.5
expensive.
trillion
Welcome,
in the
brother.
US
Thanks for your
military
work and
and
service. Hey,
launched the
brofist
first
to you,
new
Mayhem. Thank you
branch
so
of
much
the
for being
US
here.
Armed Forces in 75 years, the Space Force.
Rich wonders what you're sipping on, chat.
Oh,
We passed VA choice and VA accountability.
Bamboo rum.
And I've accomplished more
Some
in
bamboo
47
dark rum.
months than Joe Biden did in 47 years. That's true.
There you guys go. Some bamboo.
That's true. I withdrew from the last administration's
name.
disastrous Iran nuclear deal. So good for Israel. So good that we did that. They paid $150 billion, 1.8.
I really
billion
like
cash.
that bottle.
I think Dana White could have made a slightly better deal than that. You know what we got
All right.
for it? Nothing.
We got
got
one more to
nothing.
do. Cheers to you.
We
Cheers,
killed the
Mayhem.
founder and leader of
Thanks for being
ISIS,
here, everybody.
al-Baghdadi. We eliminated the #1 terrorist in the world. And we're talking over a 50-year period. #1 in the world, the mass murderer
Cheers, guys.
of American troops and many other people throughout the world, Qasem Soleimani.
I finally figured out what
is
the
dead.
beard's for.
The beard?
Yeah,
I
it's to
kept
make
my
sure nothing
promise.
lands on the shirt.
Recognized
Yeah.
the true capital of
How'd you
Israel
know?
and opened the American embassy in Jerusalem.
That's where I keep all my seconds.
There you go.
I recognize
same.
Israeli sovereignty over the Golan Heights.
Same.
Salute.
Cheers
And
to you
we've
guys.
achieved the 2 historic peace deals in the Middle East.
It's too
in
funny
just
when
the
we
last
first started
month.
off. You know, we're always going a
Over
mile a minute,
75 years
behind
they
the
did
scenes
2.
and
We did 2
whatnot.
in a
And when
month.
Landon pulled
And
us
many
over,
other
we had a
countries are
debacle.
coming
You know,
in.
I
The
just gave a
United
shout
Arab
out and mentioned Richard,
Emirates
and I just
and
want to say,
Bahrain
Rich,
have
it's
both
nice having
agreed
you with
to
us here tonight.
normalize
Always
relations
good to
with
have good
Israel.
people.
Nobody thought this was possible. In fact, you didn't hear it because they don't report this. You know, they just don't want to report it. But they nominated your president.
CB3
twice last week
2020
on 2
says
different
a
subjects.
candle beside a bottle of alcohol isn't a great idea.
Yes, it is. It makes it glow so beautifully. Look.
It's
got a cork.
It's got a cork.
And that's more just the higher proof stuff.
Biden got it. Remember? Okay. Remember
This
when-
isn't the most
when,
high-proof stuff
Our
ever.
great president, right? Barack Hussein Obama.
Just
he
don't break the bottle.
It's some good stuff, though.
Like immediately, and they said, "Why did you get it?" And he was unable to explain. Do you remember?
Remembering back
Why
to
did
my
you get it? 'Cause it was like you just became
college
president.
days,
They said,
rather.
"We're going to nominate
I know that 70
Barack
proof
Hussein
won't
Obama
burn,
for
but
the
I think anything over
Nobel Peace
120
Award,
will.
right? And what happened? And what
Or
happened?
I don't know if it was one.
And then Biden said, "What about me?" They said, "Who the hell is
Maybe
he?
that
This
was ever
guy?
clear.
The hell has he done?" But
Depends
Actually,
on
Obama
how
got it
saturated.
for no
and-
reason whatsoever.
Gonna
Rick,
look
you
that
know
up.
that? No reason whatsoever. Joe Biden brought you only endless wars. I'm bringing you peace, and I'm bringing our troops back home. They're all coming back. Endless wars. Biden voted for the Iraq War. He opposed the mission to take out Osama bin Laden. He opposed the killing of Soleimani. He oversaw the rise of ISIS. And he cheered the rise of China as a positive development for America and the world. When I banned China from coming in highly infected, he said it was hysterical and xenophobic. If we had listened to Joe, hundreds of thousands more Americans would have died just by that one move alone.
How do you
When the-
guys think these speeches are going for him? What are your guys' thoughts?
Thank you.
I would love
I agree,
a diverse answer on
I don't
this
think I'm
because
allowed to say it.
I'd like to hear someone else who
When the
doesn't
virus
think that
arrived,
he's
we
going to
launched
landslide
the
because
largest national
the optics are telling
mobilization
me,
since World War II.
you know, from just
We're
where I can
delivering
see, I'm not even
life-saving
looking at numbers,
therapies.
you know.
We've achieved among the lowest case fatality rates of any major country.
I think it's
anywhere
more than
in the world. You
speeches
don't
at this
hear this.
point. It's what
Europe's
actions
excess
are
mortality rate
in this
is
the fate of the
24%
country's
higher
hands.
than the U.S. and despite
I
their
think he's always
very
been a good
punitive
public
lockdowns,
speaker, and
they're
when
once
you
again
compare him to
seeing very
Biden, it makes him
large
look like
spikes in
Einstein.
cases, unfortunately.
Or anybody
The
to Biden,
United
rather.
States has experienced the smallest contraction
That's kind of the
any
point.
major Western nation and the fastest recovery by far. Who's going to do that?
What about you,
And there's
Anastasia?
a reason for it. Through our historic relief programs, we've saved more than 500,000 Nevada jobs.
I
and
don't
over
really want to put my
42,000
answer out there because
Nevada
I'm going to get a lot of
businesses.
hate on
We've
it.
saved
No, I
42,000
encourage
of your
it, like,
businesses.
because we got your back. I
Biden
mean, no,
would
we want an
terminate
open,
this
you
comeback
know.
and put your families at great
Remember,
risk.
guys,
like,
standing in
Whatever
the
you're
middle of
comfortable
college.
with, don't feel,
Yeah, that's true.
not pushing you into it at
Your
all
Social
either. I mean,
Security,
Yeah, no, not by
your
any
it's
means.
also her
employee
right to keep that
protection, and,
private.
you know,
So
he's looking at
Absolutely.
all of this
Absolutely.
stuff. He will destroy protections for pre-existing
I'm not one to pick
conditions
either
and
side,
decimate your
but I know
401ks,
my
your
father
retirement
is
system,
more
your stock.
Trump's side, and
He'll
my mother
establish a
is
national
not.
sanctuary
So
city policy for
I'm in the same
criminal
boat,
I get to-
illegal
Anastasia.
aliens.
I get
He
to
wants
listen
to
to
cut your
both
vet
sides, and then
facilities
I
in
get to
half.
listen to the arguments
Go to socialized
and yelling
healthcare
from
and
across
end
the room. So
180 million Americans private healthcare plans, which they love.
Nothing
Biden
like family.
pledges to oppose
great
school
answer.
choice.
That was a
And he
very
stated
neutral
that
answer,
if
but it stinks
elected,
being in the
charter
middle, you
schools
know?
are gone.
and it's
Charter
like it's
schools are
the
gone.
story of my damn life, not to sound like a wah wah wah.
In
you
a second
know.
term, I'll
But, I mean,
provide school
golly.
choice to every parent in America.
Let's check
I
on
don't
these
mind being in the
protests.
A
There's
vote
not
for
really a lot
Republicans
going
is a
on,
vote for
guys.
safe communities,
Lancaster
great
and
jobs,
Lincoln, Nebraska is
a
what we got.
limitless
Chuck,
future
I mean Chuck.
for
Chad,
all
take it away, brother. I'm sorry
it's
for
really
interrupting.
a vote for the American dream.
No, no,
That's
no.
what it is.
Actually, I
It's
was
the American
wondering what
dream
Anastasia was getting ready to
versus
say
the American
before I
nightmare.
accidentally cut her off.
Instead of letting
You're good.
Washington change us, despite all that
I
we've
try
been
to be.
through, we are changing Washington.
It's
Because I don't
tough
want
on
to find out.
Go ahead, Rad.
I don't want to find out what happens if I'm not good.
This wonderful afternoon, and again, Don, thank you very much. But in concluding this wonderful afternoon, and if the
Any update on those fires, Landon?
Oh, thank you for reminding me.
Some people have been asking, and yeah.
Oh,
It's
let's
hot.
see.
Yes.
Yeah, that is the
And,
main takeaway is that it's hot.
Just no, keep the countrywide map is better. Just some people were wondering about the sporadic.
Would you like the let me pull that up now.
Please, yeah.
We will make our
And the
medical
ISS
supplies
is always
right here
good.
in the United States.
10-4.
We will rapidly return to
I've
full
only been able to
employment, soaring
intermittently
economies, and
catch it
record
from
prosperity.
space. Bear with
Yeah,
me.
it's every 45. I feel like if we can time it right one night, we'll know for future nights because it's a constant.
At a level that nobody has ever seen before. We will hire more police, increase penalties for assaults on law enforcement, surge federal prosecutors into high crime communities.
And technically, that isn't a live feed. Technically, they run it through software, and then they basically screen out anything objectionable.
Judges and justices who believe in
Well,
enforcing
this
the law,
is
not
live
in
as I can get it
enforcing their own
digitally.
agenda. We will
There are
ensure
probably
equal
some better
justice
sites, but I just turned
for
on the
citizens
smoke
of every
forecast.
race, color, religion, and
Let's
creed.
zoom in a little bit.
We will defend the dignity of work and the sanctity of life. We will uphold religious liberty, free speech, and the right to keep and bear arms.
But he hasn't done anything for the right to keep and bear arms. That's my only thing. He does preach it.
We will strike down terrorists.
He needs to just go ahead and get national carry reciprocity to be a thing. Repeal the NFA. Okay, I'm not going to say that because some people disagree with me on that. But
we will maintain
definitely
America's
national.
unrivaled military
you should not need a permit.
And we will ensure peace through strength. $2.5 trillion. Have the strongest military we've ever had.
Could you get in trouble potentially for, I don't know. I don't know, man. Never mind. You know what? I take that back. I was going to say maybe like irresponsible carry. You could start getting in trouble for that. But
let's keep it that way. We will end surprise medical billing.
Okay, so like
require price transparency.
If you can responsibly carry, you should be allowed to carry without the permits. Is that what you're saying?
Cost of prescription drugs
well, I'm really just shooting off the cuff here. I don't really know what I'm saying. I'm just.
I mean, I don't have a problem with it either way.
The drug companies do not like.
But then again, no, I don't want legislation or regulation. If all I was going to say, so like if you see somebody at Walmart tucking I don't give a crap what, a 1911 sagging on a pant, sagging with no holster on a pair of sweatpants, like, hey, don't do that, man. You should be able to carry better than that. But at the same time, if I just got done with some terrible adventure and all I've got is a pair of sweatpants and a 1911, I don't want to get in trouble just because that's all I've got.
NASA was a shell of itself. It was closed.
Guys, I'm just talking right now. You guys go ahead.
I think it should be up to the discretion of law enforcement.
Full law enforcement discretion? That can become quite authoritarian or dictatorial.
When you start saying the word full, I get kind of nervous.
Well, if you look at, speaking of what things Trump should or shouldn't be doing, there's a lot of dedicated people that are against anything that he does, and he's working every day and accomplishing like things that he does that aren't even noticed, or things that other presidents, like, that's their entire presidency as a capstone. But there still are a lot of things that he is trying to work on, and it'd be good to see some Second Amendment stuff, but I think there might be some more important, sadly, things that he is
very sad,
trying to get done.
Very sad.
I mean, he's probably, it would be smart to stay away from the whole, Second Amendment issue as much as he can, because that's like a hotbed issue.
Once I heard
no
him
matter
say,
what you do,
take the guns
you're going to piss off half the country.
Once I heard him say take the guns first, that's where I was like, damn. Because, see, that's not constitutional.
From Carson City to Elko.
And I can pull up, where he did that.
From Minden to right here in Henderson.
Oh, yeah.
We stand on the shoulders.
You can't get in politics without making deals. You can't get to where he is
and
without
defend our
being
great
compromised in some way.
Nevada was founded by pioneers and prospectors, miners and cowboys.
But he is a good businessman.
Innovators and trailblazers who tamed the frontier, raised up the mighty Hoover Dam, transformed a sprawling desert into
And what
a
he is
shining
doing
oasis,
has actually
and
been good for the
inspired
country,
world with the
or at
brilliant
least
lights of the
I seem to
Vegas
think
Strip.
so because of the
Our
evidence.
American
Oh my gosh,
ancestors
explicit.
made
What is
into
this?
the
Should I put this up on the
greatest
stream or
nation
no?
ever to exist on the face of the earth, and we are going to make it
This is
better than ever before.
this
Are
is
you
Discord.
Proud
Serious?
citizens
It's real.
like you help
No.
build this country.
This
Yeah.
is
And together we are
inside
taking
of.
back our country. We
You
are
see
returning
Arex.
power
You
to
see
the
Arex Johnson right
American
there.
people. With your help, your devotion, and your
Kindergarten
drive,
teacher,
we
mind you.
are. You know the story.
Yeah.
Those are-
And this is
Going to
basically
keep on
Antifa
working,
planning.
going
We
to
can
keep
see their
on
chats
and
live.
going to, like these guys,
There's Arex.
keep on
Make someone
winning,
scared
winning,
enough to
winning. You
come
hear that,
bursting
Colby?
out of the. I'm not looking at the
You hear
Lancaster
that,
tag.
Justin?
Same as Daniel Prude, just
He's fighting that
Sorry.
They're
tough
arguing.
customer, but I
They're
don't know.
arguing about the guy that got
Is the
shot.
president allowed to place a bet? I don't know.
So this is like behind the scenes. We can read what they're chatting, and they don't even know it's being broadcast live. Now it's being
Not yet.
restreamed live.
That'd be easy money.
Guys, share this
I
out,
don't know, it's
please.
that easy. We are one movement, one people,
I've been
one
watching it
family,
for.
one
I found it a
glorious
couple
nation
days
under
ago.
God.
This is the type
And
of stuff
together with
when
the
we stumble
incredible
upon.
people of
This
Nevada,
needs to be shared. Okay.
We will make
This
America
is.
wealthy again. We will make America strong again. We will make America proud again. We will make America safe again. And we will make America great again. Thank you. Thank you, everybody. Thank you.
All right.
There it is, folks. The president wrapping up remarks there in Las Vegas.
I like the Matrix background though.
Campaign event in
Me too.
Nevada this
I'm
weekend.
seeing some
We
people
are
in the
now
chat
headed
asking for
to
a link to this.
Minnesota next week and also Wisconsin.
Guys, it'll be in the
To
Discord.
go
Link Warriors
next
in the
week,
Discord.
Next Friday this Friday.
Do you want me to put it in the
at 1
YouTube or
Yes.
just leave it?
For our live
But well,
coverage.
I mean,
We'll have Mike
Get
B.
Discord
All I
or-
gotta do is hit enter.
Minnesota,
put it in the link
and
in the Link
Willis
Warriors.
will be in Wisconsin for the nightcap.
Yeah.
You don't want to miss it. We appreciate all
If
y'all.
I say the
support.
word
We've had
white
some
hat,
really
do you know what I'm
great
talking about?
moments
Yes, I
in the
do.
last, few
They're very
days.
fond of the Matrix
And
background. I
that
mean,
is all
really
thanks to you.
fond of
Thanks
the
for
Matrix
sharing.
background.
Thanks for getting the word out.
So here we are
Thanks for
live
helping
streaming.
the Right Side
We
Broadcast
also have
for
this
small
link if you're
media
interested
companies
is
from
in our
Alabama. Those
Discord.
aren't
Please
familiar
join
with us.
Discord, guys.
Been in business since
I love
2016.
how he said just a handful of
just,
people. Looks like most of them have
me
masks.
sitting at
This
home
guy
and
sees
got
one thing,
frustrated
says another.
with, the
Do not
media
promote violence, no
coverage of
racism, no
candidate
hate
Donald
speech, no
Trump.
spam,
Sent a
no
camera
breaking
to a
TOS,
rally,
including
got 1
sharing
million
of
views,
personal
and here we
details.
are
I think we're
about,
breaking that, or whoever is streaming
500
this
million
initially
views
is
later,
breaking
I
that.
think. So we played a big part in
Well,
the 2016 election.
Twitch is a lot
Hopefully
different than
same this
Discord.
year, and we can do that with your help.
Like as far as the
xbnetwork.com/donate, the best way to
regulations
help
of
viewer
what you
support
can and cannot say,
can
promoting
control
and
what
whatnot.
happens on our own airwaves.
Now
We
look,
don't have
the only
to
reason, look
be
guys,
beholden to
this even
anybody.
has an
So
Antifa
that's
tag
why
on
we
it.
ask
You see
for it.
this
Stay
down
that
here?
way.
The flag.
This Antifa flag.
Thank y'all so much for everything. I'm gonna send it back to Liz, who's live in
Does that flag look familiar to anybody?
Symbol.
But again,
yeah.
thank you so
Not
much.
to get into conspiracy.
Busy. Campaigning is just going to heat up. We've got a little over, I guess, 7 weeks left now, and we're going to be
7 weeks left.
The only thing YouTube gets really cranky about is names and addresses, because Google's like right at their fingertips. So.
Isn't it owned by Google?
Yes.
Yeah.
It is now.
I'll say okay. Thank you.
Agree, crypto. But it wasn't always that way. I don't know if it was due to moderation or what, but
Adrian, thank you so much for all you do.
Thank you so much to all the mods, everybody who mods on. I mean, across platforms. That includes you, Tom, and you guys in Discord and YouTube as well. Thank you so much for all your help.
Appreciate you guys.
Of course, no problem.
Just want to see you grow, my dude.
This is absolute fire right here. This text channel and the link.
I try.
Yeah, man, this is ridiculous. Wow. I mean, I don't have words. This is unbelievable.
I mean, it's been going around for a while that through Instagram or Twitter or Twitch and things, like they're seen as havens for activities of things that are going on and people to meet and greet and plan and things like that.
Remember, we even saw that one night. I believe it might have been shared through Twitch or on Twitch. We were able to localize that screen due to the high resolution live stream and see how they had the streets in red, yellow, or orange. What's clear, what to avoid, what to stay away from to mobilize and strategize.
That's right. Looks like we have Mutt in the call-in lineup.
And for those of you who are not on our Discord, please feel free to sign up to line up if and when you do wish to call in.
I will say this, call-ins are generally towards the middle to the end of the show.
Correct.
So,
and we do want to hear from you, so please.
But
go ahead,
absolutely.
Chad. Go ahead, Chad.
No. What he was saying, basically, yes. We absolutely do want to hear from you.
Regardless of views, left, right, up, down, we all respect the fact that we can either agree or disagree, but we can certainly agree to disagree with respect for one another.
And we just ask that we don't have any blatant calls for violence or any direct, if you hate Trump and Trumpers, that's totally your right. You have that right. Let's just try to have civil discourse, and let's, regardless of what side you're on, if you do want to have your voice heard, let's just try to, kill them with kindness. And that, I think, has played out for me.
What he's trying to say is be like little Fonzie. Keep it cool.
Yeah, man.
Keep it cool. Don't get upset.
All right, we got people lining up in the voice chat. I'm going to go ahead and drag someone over here real quick.
Pull them on in.
Hey, Celtic Mutt, we got people lining up. Hey, brother, you're live.
What's up?
The only reason I called tonight, I wasn't going to. The only reason I called tonight was...
Mutt, you with us?
You wanted to hear opposing views.
We can't hear you, buddy.
Yeah, please.
You wanted to hear opposing views?
Yes, opposing views. Can you hear me now?
It doesn't just have to be opposing, but we just ask that everyone stays level-headed and respectful.
Well, you were talking about an opposing view in reference to the current president.
Yes, sir.
I disagree with Tom respectfully.
Absolutely.
With his comment that our current president is an excellent speaker. I think if I had to choose, based solely on speeches, I'd have to give it to Biden. I think he's a better speaker. If you take out the fact that he's got the dementia, I have a very hard time sitting and listening to our president. The way he speaks, his diction there's something about it that bothers me, and that's me personally.
Well, thank you for sharing your opinion. It's appreciated.
No, very much.
Go ahead.
Is it because he has no filter or something else?
Oh no, I love the fact that he has no filter. I don't have one. I have to actually remind myself when I call in to have a filter. No, it does. It's not that he doesn't have a filter. I don't think he's an orator. I just don't think I don't think he's naturally an orator. I think.
Can you define orator? Not to, because I don't know what that means.
An orator is someone who is who gives speeches.
Good speaker.
A good speaker.
Taught me something. Yeah, you taught me that.
and I don't think he's a good orator, personally. I think he uses a lot of his colloquialisms, and by colloquialisms, I mean phrases that he's become comfortable with, as far as repeating himself over and over again. And we all know that people like to imitate the president and the way he says things are going to be great. It's going to be the greatest kind of thing.
Well, he, instead of saying but or okay, as I've heard people do, he will repeat himself until he can figure out what to say next.
Right. I understand that, and that's what I mean by he's not a great orator. Most orators are not going to they're not going to repeat themselves, and they're not going to use but or.
Agreed. And can I speak to Mutt here? I just want to say, like, the way you articulated, like, just to start off coming on, I just want to say thank you, like, so much. That was awesome. And
You're welcome.
Truly. And with regard to Trump and Biden, forgive me, but I was speaking, chat included, I was speaking pertaining to their race, like, as the two opposing candidates. I will actually agree with you in that aspect, and in that regard, it can seem almost robotic at times. But where my concern comes with Biden is, there was someone he quoted word for word in a speech that was from overseas. I can't remember whether it was Great Britain or
it was the labor minister speaking.
Thank you.
Yes, it was the labor minister, and he was speaking to the House of Commons, I believe it was.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
I know exactly what speech you're talking about.
Amen. Thank you. Thank you for that as well. And yeah, go ahead.
Something to keep in mind as well is there's a plethora of times that he was interviewed and talked to prior to running or being elected, and he does seem as an outlier. That's part of what I think got him elected. And so when you see him when he's doing speeches in front of crowds and doing rallies and things, part of what people love about him is that he seems relatable, that he uses words that the average person is familiar with. He puts things in a certain light that people seem to appreciate, and it resonates with them. And depending on the medium that he's speaking at, the way that he speaks does adjust in a sense. And I think that his oration is a little better than people might give him credit for, because he does speak differently in different venues as well.
And that's in reference to which one? I'm sorry, I missed that part.
Just with the Trump and the rallies and him speaking, and if he's a good speaker or not.
Also, the polls. You got to remember that a lot. Any race is based off of. You always hear poll, this poll, that poll. What they'll do is they'll look at their target audience and say, what is most important for X, Y, and Z, or this crowd specifically, and it will really be a point where they want to drive home. And in this case, given the civil unrest we see him go with this law and order theme. And I was just curious if it was in general, or you had mentioned the law and order theme, what your opinion was there.
I'll say this. I don't think until that officer or those two officers were shot yesterday that it was going to be the red tsunami everybody thought it was going to be. After those two officers were shot yesterday and the speech given tonight, I think now you might be looking at that red tsunami.
Wow. See,
you have the media, and you have the movies, and what would be termed popular culture. People have been trained, or conditioned, I should say, to root for the underdog.
Yeah,
and Trump,
absolutely.
Since he doesn't have a political background,
no, he was a businessman, not a politician.
People are ready to go. Yeah, absolutely. He's a good businessman, but politician, not so much.
No, he's a fair and lucky businessman. I wouldn't say he was a good businessman. He had a much larger fortune until he went bankrupt. How many times?
Good
Yeah, I
point.
think it was
Well,
it was 4 or 7. But to your point,
it was 6,
Go ahead.
and most
6.
of those were when he would purchase a business and he would intentionally bankrupt it in order to break it apart into different
Right.
segments and revitalize it as well. It is a
And
somewhat common practice with high-end business that, you know, a company is purchased and then goes through bankruptcy so they're able to restructure it
No, I
because
understand. I understand.
of those things.
You know, and I understand that he has done an excellent job of branding himself. The name Trump, he actually trademarked his own name and has branded it so that buildings can carry the name Trump. So there's more than one Trump Tower.
or even ties, the red ties that he's, that are Trump ties,
So
etc.
I mean, in that regard, he's done a great job. I want to switch topics real quick. I want Landon's opinion on one thing. Now, I understand that you're a huge two-way guy. So am I. I want to know what you think of, say you have someone who wants to carry a gun, but has had issues in the past where they've had to be hospitalized for a mental illness due to a trauma, but have managed to work themselves through that and through being medicated. Should they be allowed to carry a firearm?
I believe if they've worked through their counseling, given to a a prescribed psychiatrist, therapist, case manager, whatever,
Right.
whatever system that or therapy that they were put through, if they've completed that therapy, I believe that they should be allowed to have that right. I don't believe that right went anywhere because you needed help.
Fair enough. I've been wanting to ask you that for a while.
A more Patriot Day 1776 says press conference live now on the officer shot in St. Louis. Do you have like a link or something like that?
Okay, guys, I'm going to hop off here because it looks like you've got about 5 or 6 other people waiting.
Thank you so much. Thank
You're
you.
welcome.
Thank you.
I'll see you guys later, maybe over in Plow West.
Yes, you will.
Absolutely.
Sure.
I've got
Catch you
that.
guys.
I believe
The only
this.
thing that makes me nervous with that is antipsychotics.
Antipsychotics?
If somebody is still taking active antipsychotics, I think they need to wait a little bit.
Define antipsychotic.
Yeah, like
what
an
was that you said?
Mood stabilizing or altering medications.
Warriors. Let me ask you a question. I've had 25 years in one form or another in law enforcement. I lost a child. I had a nervous breakdown. I went through counseling. I have since lost my right to own a firearm because I had a nervous breakdown because I came home and found my daughter.
No, that's wrong, in my opinion.
I have had my Second Amendment rights taken away from me because I voluntarily went into the hospital.
Yeah, exactly. Now, I say if a doctor signs off on it and evaluates you in the present day, that's why these red flag laws, in my opinion, are so dangerous and a threat to the Constitution. And I was just going to say, whether it be on a federal level, a state level, whatever, rather than give someone a life sentence because they sought help, rather than go another route that I have a semicolon tattooed on my arm in memory of for.
Understood.
That's I'm sorry to hear that. And
yeah.
Just so much appreciate your call.
All right, guys.
Look forward to you later, brother.
All right, later, bro.
But I can also respect, Chad, what you said as well. That's why I said
I agree, Chad.
An
I do
independent, an independent physician is what I'm saying, not like theirs.
Yes.
Yeah.
Because if you have no history of violence,
absolutely.
Sure. I mean,
Being a law enforcement officer, nonetheless, for sure. And so long as they're, in treatment and have the sign off, whatever.
It becomes scary when people start painting everything with a broad brush because we're all so diverse and unique.
Well, the larger scale to this as well with red flag laws and the like is once it becomes legal to strip constitutional rights from an entire class of people in this country, it does set a precedent, and it can evolve, it can grow, and new layers to it can be added as well. It's a slippery slope, I find.
You're absolutely
Hey,
correct.
Landon, do you mind restarting that video?
We do have a crew that just got on.
Live from the KMOV Broadcast Center in downtown St. Louis. This is News 4 with breaking news.
Breaking news to tell you about off the top at 10 o'clock tonight. A St. Louis police officer has been shot. Thank you for joining us. I'm Lauren Traeger. The department confirming they answered an officer in need of aid call at John Avenue and Blair Avenue in North St. Louis tonight.
Thank you,
Our Alexis
Anastasia.
Sotos is live at Barnes Jewish Hospital. This happened in the last hour.
Always
We
on
know
top of
we're
the
working
links
to
in
gather
chat.
details, but Alexis, what can you tell us so far?
Sure,
You're
Lauren,
allowed
so
to
we're
disagree
here
with
outside
me,
of the emergency
but
room at
I
Barnes Jewish
guess what it
Hospital.
kind
We
of
just got
boils
here about
down
10
to
minutes
is
ago. I'm going to let you look at the scene. You can see
what
all of the police
are
officers
your
that have gathered
constitutional
outside of the emergency
rights
room.
worth?
Police confirming to
Are
us
they
tonight
worth
that
the
one of their
life
officers was
of
shot in the shoulder
the
tonight,
occasional
but he was
purpose or
conscious
person
and breathing
that gets
when he was
caught up
taken
in
here to
something
the
that
emergency room. We
basically
do have a
costs
crew
them
that
their
just
life.
got onto the scene of where
Yeah.
this shooting happened. We're going to send you to some of that video right now. We are still getting details of it, but we do know that it happened in the College Hill
So-
neighborhood that's up near O'Fallon Park. Police saying that the suspect or suspects are still at large tonight, so they do not have anyone in custody. We are expecting to get an update from the chief, but of course a lot of activity up at that shooting scene, and of course here at the hospital where that officer is being treated for a gunshot to the shoulder is what we are being told tonight by police officers. Now I can tell you, we just interviewed Chief John Hayden within the last couple of hours at a separate police shooting scene. At that scene, no officers were injured, but the chief was telling us that it is a very challenging time to be an officer in the city of St. Louis because of the amount of gun violence, some of which is directed at them. So we are going to be waiting for an update from the chief of police. We will bring you any updates as we get them in the hour. Again, to recap that, though, an officer has been shot and the shooter is not yet in police custody. Reporting live, Alexis Sotos, News 4.
That's the second shooter that I've heard of that has shot police officers and has not been arrested. So there are two,
Wow.
as of right now, that are on the loose that have shot police or shot at police. No nerve damage, thankfully, just loss of motion. I can't make a fist. Arex Johnson is, I guess, on Discord over here. So we are watching Discord.
It's intriguingly. Check this out for a sec.
Explicit, can you give us just a quick update on these feeds here if you want to help us with understanding what these feeds mean?
He's muted.
What's up?
Can you give us a brief rundown on these two text feeds and what exactly this means?
So the one on the right is obviously the Discord. I'm assuming it's the planning of it's the Antifa planning Discord. I'm sure there's probably hundreds or thousands of people in there. And then obviously the one on the left is Twitch. So Twitch is a lot like YouTube, and it's extremely censored. So I think that's why they moved over to Discord, because it's not as much sensitivity there.
Mm-hmm.
Hence why we have the Wild West.
All of the links available to me are also in our Discord server. Asking Yeti says, I have a good question in my opinion. What has happened to all of the huge water cannons? Why have they not come out to the riots? That's a good question. Great discussion tonight, but got to go. Night all. Hey, night. Have a good night. I'm sorry. I got to be eating my mic. Dang it. What is going on with my mic? Can you guys hear me in Discord?
The Discord architecture was just recently updated.
Do what?
I'll tell you later.
Well, no,
Here's
I mean
I have a
specifically
link
on my show
in the Warriors
for Streamlabs. My mic appears to be a lot more dulled out. I don't know what's going on with it.
There was
This
an update
is a
recently.
live view in Seattle right now. Aerial view.
Where did you post that?
Link Warriors.
Boom. And this is where? Seattle?
Yeah. I guess it's like a 2.5 hour video, but it shows the smoke from day to night.
That is wild. That is apocalyptic looking.
Looks like Dubai on a bad day.
Yeah.
That looks absolutely apocalyptic.
You know, safe. They've held that power for so long to this point where now everybody's afraid of the police.
The air is chewable.
That is not cool.
And there's still a ton of bad cops out there. You know, I see new videos almost every week, not sooner than that, of people, you know, having altercations with officers that just were totally unnecessary, where the officer could have just remained calm and not been. Yeah, you're totally right, Sarah. I wouldn't say that's the problem, but that's a big problem in our society.
All right, we have eyes on Lancaster, Los Angeles.
I've had some
and,
good experiences with officers, but it's very specific officers, you know, ones that, you know, became cops for the right reasons and not because they wanted power over the people.
Gotta mute that. All right. All right. Okay, so wolves are canine supremacists. That's hilarious.
Just pertaining to air quality, Night Waffle and Discord was getting out of their current state. There's an air quality gauge displayed. Green is up to 50, yellow is up to 100, orange is up to 150, red is up to 2, purple is between 2 and 300, and then now it is currently surpassed that and towards the top end of a maroon, which is hazardous. That is a 425 nowcast AQI. I don't know what that means. Oh, air quality index. Very unhealthy.
Is that like parts per million?
Yeah, I suppose it looks at a number of factors, including carbon in this case, and it will rank the air based off that. Parts per million, 2.5. So PM, 2.5, it says to the right of the 425 nowcast AQI.
I'm dropping this other link that I stumbled across. Check this out. This is way off subject, but it's actually kind of trippy to see.
Oh yeah. Oh no. Where is this?
This is in Australia. Australia.
Yeah, you can kiss privacy goodbye. Live
There,
AI.
you
Check
see
this
the
out.
person over there? There's a person to the
Yeah,
right
I
of the
see it.
screen.
It was purple. Another person that so people pop up. Oh my gosh, they're
Yeah.
tracking everything everywhere you go.
They have facial recognition also. They use that in the United Arab Emirates, the Abu Dhabi. They are actually go ahead.
See the Porsche logo light up in orange?
Wow. Yeah.
Yep.
What did
They
Bill
actually
Hicks?
use that in England.
Yeah, the pillars along the road. Yeah.
And they use it in America. They just don't talk about it.
And it was pretty cool that I guess it was a recruiting video that they had or whatever. And the Abu Dhabi and the UAE, they have like Lamborghinis and, you know, twin turbo GTRs and whatnot. So it was a chase, and this guy, he was speeding and they were chasing him, and he ended up eventually pulling into a car park and changing his car. But throughout the course of the film, they showed that it also had facial recognition. And then on their bar lights, their light bars on the top of their cars, as they were passing the car, it actually recognized the face, and that's how they were able to reinitiate the chase. It's a really cool
Go back to bed, America. Your
video.
government has figured out how it all transpired. Go back to bed, America. Your government is in control again. Here's American gladiators. Watch this. Shut up. Go back to bed, America. Here is American gladiators. Here is 56 channels of it. Watch these pituitary retards bang their fucking skulls together and congratulate you on living in the land of freedom. Here you go, America. You are free to do as we tell you. You are free to do as we tell you. Oh, good. Honey, I heard on the news that they figured out that the gun, what happened is that there is an echo, and that Kennedy was asking Jackie what it was, and that's why his head flew up. Honey, what time's Gladiators on? Are we?
That was a bit from Bill Hicks. If anybody wants the link to that, I just played a bit from Bill Hicks. Looks like things might get spicy in Lancaster. A Lancaster or a Lannister? Yeah. All right, guys. Well, look, I'm going to go ahead and shut this stream down. If you guys want to say goodnight, I will be going live again probably within the next 30 minutes, 45 minutes. I'm going to eat and stretch my legs and stuff, and we will be back. So please make sure you're subscribed, ring that bell for notifications. And if it's just me and Discord, then maybe we'll just do a live Discord hangout with some video games or Riot Watch. Who knows? So, brofist to you.
Sounds good.
I hope you guys come back. Smash that bell for
Sounds
notifications. Good. I'll see you guys in a bit. You guys want to say goodnight? Or, well, I'll see you. You know, we'll be right back.
Have a good night, everybody. Stay safe.
We'll be right
Have
back.
a good night, guys. I put that link in the chat. Be well off for the Abu Dhabi.
Check out
Later,
Anastasia
guys.
Wolfart's channel. She just dropped the links to her YouTube, her Facebook, and her Discord. Please go subscribe over there. We'd like to boom her channel. We got her to 200, but we'd like to push her way over 200. Let's get her to 300.
Yeah, Courage the Chicken's starting to look good.
Yeah, he's getting buff. All right, guys. We'll see you guys in a bit. And to you guys, please make sure you check us out on Discord. Check out our Riot Buddies Facebook group. Check out our Riot Buddies Discord, Unspecified Podcast Discord. Much love to you all. We will be coming back shortly in the next 30 minutes to an hour. I'm just going to eat and stretch my legs, hang out with my kids before they go all the way down to bed. Yeah, I'll see you guys here shortly. We're just going to do a second show tonight. I look forward to seeing you guys then. I hope you guys rejoin us. Bro fist. Well, I was going to try out some new music, but let's just do some... Yeah. We're cringe capital here, you know? Alright, guys. Bro fist. You guys